want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, start offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dude. Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news? Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, start offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's
This is what happens when you lose your intro literally minutes before you go live and then have to scramble around trying to find it because you were on your Mac. See, Apple's really good about a few things, but they are really bad about a lot of things. And one is file management and password management. The fact that if you want to clear your history on your computer, you lose all your passwords too. Completely ridiculous and stupid. Holy wow, a picture inside of a picture inside of a picture inside of a picture. We're going to go ahead and minimize this before I throw up. Yeah, so I lost that video that I played, which I was freaking out because I don't have a copy of it. And I'm like, how do I not have a copy of it? I do know I sent it to Still Point, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's HD. No problem. I've got it. 1080p. That's all I need. And then the intro with the live video with the music on it, I'm just going to have to pull an old live video and cut it, and I'll have a copy. It happens, folks. Sometimes you lose things. That's why a backup is so important. Hello. It's going to be an interesting evening. I think I've got quite a bit of stuff to share with y'all. It'll be a interesting evening, fun of entertainment and copious amounts of junk. My name is Matthew Spear. I'm the host of Don't Unfriend Me. Good to have you here. My cousin sent me a cool hat, a Raymond's Trophy Shop hat. I love it. Raymond's Trophy Shop in California. If you have an event, Little League Baseball, sharpshooting, cheesecake, cooking contest, you can go to Raymond's Trophy. I think it's raymondstrophy.com, I believe. I think that's fair. And head on over there and pick yourself up some trophies. They'll ship all over the United States. And then also you can go to the Don't Unfriend Me store and pick up some coffee. Yes, I enjoyed my night off. I am re-energized. The Avs are playing Chicago. We'll see how that goes throughout the evening. Whole bunch of stuff in the news. My gosh. I mean, it can't get any better. And when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. A whole bunch of stuff going on. Can't believe the Blackhawks are beating the Avs. The Avs just need to get healthy, man. It's what happens when your top two defensive pair are out. Anyway, and three of your freaking scoring leaders from the Stanley Cup run. Anyway, let's get into it. Who passed? Who passed? I'm reading savagely. I can't. Wait, who died? Oh, Jeff Beck? Lisa Presley. Okay. God, man. You know. Wow. A lot of stuff. Jared says, is that flag that you have the OG? What do you mean? What do you mean? The original what? It is the framed. Oh, is the flag that I have the OG? Yeah. The framed OG right here. Right down there. Yes, it is. Sorry. Didn't know what we were talking about. Let's see. Would you like to see it up close? Let's see what I can do here. iPhone camera. Let's put that. I don't want to take that off the screen. There you go. Can we do that? There we go. Yeah, that's the OG right there. That's the one. That's the OG. Yes, sir, Bob. That is the one and only OG flag. All right. So you can stop by pfcflags.com and pick yourself up a cool flag. Folks, they are doing where you buy any small flag and you get a desktop for free. It's a $60 flag. It's a small desktop. It looks just like this. It sits on your desk. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? This one is made by Flags of Valor, but listen, flag's a flag. I kind of like Jason's better, but it looks just like this. FOV makes some good flags too, but I would recommend going over to Jay's. pfcflags.com, $60. Get a free one. So all you got to do is pick up yourself a small flag and you get a free desktop flag. You can go on your bedroom end table, can go on your desk at work, can go into where you keep your picture frames, maybe next to a loved one or a veteran. Pretty cool. That's all you got to do. All right. We got a lot to do in the show tonight. Let me put up the phone number. Let's get started. Go over to PFC Flags. Do me a favor. Help out. pfcflags.com. Go help Jason out. Go buy a flag. He deserves it. He's a good cat. So is Katie. If I don't say Katie too, he's going to bust my balls, which I have no idea why. Jason makes good flags. I got to give it to you. You know, I'm not going to sit here and talk trash about FOV. I'm just, I think Jason takes his time and he makes sure that the flags are 100% right and look ridiculous. And FOV has enough business. They have enough business. You can send some to Jay. All right. So yes, the OG is a cool flag. And trust me, to get it to you out of state, it's going to cost you $1,000. It's an expensive flag, but it's built like a brick shithouse. It's large. It's nice. You can put your AR on it, whatever you want. It's pretty awesome. All right. So here we go. Dude, we have so much to do. To share this mother out because we have a ton to go over tonight. And when I say a ton, I mean a ton. I've got a little something about Ron DeSantis that I want to read you and review. I was going to do a show on it. I may still do a show on it, but do it live first. Do it live. We're going to do it live, Bill O'Reilly says. We got to cover Little Red Corvette. Holy moly. What the hell is going on? I love the show cover tonight. Look at that. Riding with Biden, baby. Are we still riding with Biden? Is that what the Democrats are saying? Riding with Biden in the most secure vehicle ever, where you keep your top secret documents. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. They found 3 different locations. Folks, this is like becoming a treasure hunt. This is like a scavenger hunt. Instead of playing Where's Biden, where did Biden hide the secret documents? Where did they hide the secret documents? He doesn't frickin' know. He doesn't remember. Instead of riding with Biden, it's that's right, Chevelle, hiding from Biden. Those secret documents, those nasty secret documents. You guys saw the show last night. I think a lot of people said it was good. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. Kind of breaks down the question, shows some old Biden video and says, hey, how can we possibly trust Joe Biden with national secrets? Because we couldn't trust Donald Trump. How do we go ahead and trust Joe Biden? Not that we ever trusted him to begin with, but now we really can't trust the guy. Allergies are killing me. My nose is just itching like a mother. And of course, my movie is gone for my phone number. Ugh, I got to redo all this work. This is so frustrating. Yeah, because I deleted a folder on my Mac. Now I can't find anything. Hold on, folks. I got to try to find this. The show must go on and all that, but dude, seriously? Oh man, I don't have it. This is just, oh, wait. Aha! Ha! See how that works, folks? Sometimes things just work out. Here we go. Add an animated overlay. Bam! Look at that. See? Sometimes. Just sometimes. Call the show, 1-804-504-1955. Thanks for being patient. Your mom is on watching the show, Vicky. Vicky, you don't look your age. And I got to get that. Trust me, I'm going to get those pictures up of you with your flag. I got to get some things done for Jason. But you don't look your age. Vicky's a pretty lady. There's no doubt about it. An older lady. And then her daughter could be a model. Just saying, I wonder what grandma looks like. The jeans are good. They aren't Wrangler, folks. These are Lucky jeans or Buffalo jeans. They're not Wrangler jeans. Good looking family. Vicky sends me stuff all the time and drives me up the wall, but she's awesome. What would happen if Joe lost his security clearance over this crap? He won't, because he didn't necessarily break. Truly, I went over this last night. He didn't break any laws. This is so stupid. This whole, I mean, yes, you have to treat him exactly like you're going to treat Trump. Yes, you've got to raid his private domicile. Of course you do. You did the same for Trump. Yes, you have to go ahead and get a special counsel, which they have. Yeah, you got to do all those things. You got to go raid Jill's hamper. You got to do all that stuff. But no. President gets briefed all the time. But the question is why does he have those documents? And if you look deep into it, you look at China, look at Iran, some interesting stuff. Hunter Biden had access to it. And people are like, well, why? What, do you think Hunter Biden's a spy? No, but he worked for foreign governments. Don't you think that's important? I do. You don't think on maybe one of his days of smoking a few rocks that maybe he might go, hey, here's some of Dad's stuff. This could make some money. I don't know. Yeah, you're not going to charge a sitting president because of this. Of course not. You're not going to charge an ex-president because of this. What this does is it gives Donald Trump a get out of jail free card, and it completely shifts the focus, even though Merrick Garland just went ahead and, after finding out about this, went ahead and assigned the special counsel to look into Donald Trump's. But that's going to basically hold a candle to Joe Biden even more. It's interesting. All right, let's watch a video. Because, folks, I want to make sure that I give you all the hard-hitting news. It's going to be, sugar. I don't want to do preview mode. I'm not having a good night, folks. Not having a good night. You know what I should have done? I should have just stayed off. It was Thursday. I could have had 2 nights off, but no. I had to feel guilty and decided to come in and talk to y'all. By the way, hey, Ryan Samuels, folks, go over to the Ryan Samuels show. And his wife's having I haven't seen pictures of the kid yet. Let's go over there and look. Maybe that's what we should do real quick. Let's go over here and take a look at Facebook. Hey, anybody? Nope, nobody's talking. I got 20 people on Rumble. Hey, Rumble. Let's see if anyone says hello. They're so used to not having me on. I've been being a really good guy. I've been trying to have Rumble in the background. Yeah, watch out for your gas stove, folks. Because now we're concerned about kids. Now we're concerned. We're not concerned about them having a dormant lifestyle sitting in front of a computer for frickin' 12 hours a day and destroying their social skills and their learning retention. But now we care. We kept them home near those gas stoves for a year, but now we're going to go ahead and worry about them. Yeah, right. YouTube's in the house. I always see YouTube stuff. Hey, Rumble. Rumble, I said hi to you. I said hi. You didn't say hi back. Just remember that. I'll be back. Let's go over to Facebook and see if Ryan Samuels had his child. I was kind of wishing that he would hope or ask me to watch his show or cover his show. You know, I would love to do that. There it is. Baby boy on the way. That's the last update we had 4 days ago. What the hell? I haven't heard anything new. Dude. The DUM Nation is live. And we want an update. Stat. Sit rep. All right. There it is. See, folks, I'm even going back to Rumble. All right, let's get to it. Little red Corvette. Well, little blue Corvette in this case. Little blue Corvette. All right, Rumble, you can never say that I'm not on. I was on. I came to play. Folks, here's Merrick Garland. And doing what Merrick Garland does, his Merrick Garland stuff. Appointing a special counsel. This is all show. They're not. Everyone's like Joe Biden. He's being set up. That's possible, but why? So you can get Harris? Or nobody wants Kamala. Dude, you're going to sit here and tell me somebody who got one electoral vote in California, who couldn't even primary her own state, is somehow going to win a national election? Nobody wants Kamala Harris. Are you kidding me? No, the Democrats aren't that stupid. You don't get rid of an incumbent. He's fairly popular, surprisingly enough. Inflation is showing some signs of going down. Unemployment numbers are good enough. The stock market hasn't crashed. Yes, inflation sucked. Yes, gas prices weren't that good. But honestly, crap. The economy, according to the numbers, even though in the pocketbook it sucks, supply side sucks. Overall prices on commodity hasn't gone down, but they're showing a decent enough number where, my love of God, people are actually showing some decent numbers towards his popularity, which drives me crazy. But this is interesting. People are saying, I'll show you what Joy Behar said. I got the video. I'm going to show you Kamala Harris stumbling. Kamala Harris has no chance of becoming the president. Please. There's no way. There's no way. And yes, I understand some people are stressed out. And yes, I understand the economy's not perfect. But what I'm saying is the better it gets, the better it looks for him. You have a good jobs report coming out. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. He's going to run. That's the sad thing. Of course, the numbers aren't 100%. We know a lot of things aren't good. But what I'm saying is that, if we sit here and go, damn it, how could they possibly wish for a horrible recession under Trump? How rude. Well, we can't wish for the same thing. It's not like he's the most popular president, and he's beatable if we have the right candidate up there, but they're not going to put up Harris. That's the dumbest thing ever. Why would you put Harris up? How is she going to run on it? What is she going to run on? Okay, you know what? Okay, here you go. You get rid of Biden for a couple of reasons. You get rid of Biden because he's a bumbling moron. He's a bubbling moron and a babbling baboon. This is why you get rid of Harris. Listen.
Through the lens of something I love, which is to always think about complex issues through the frame of a Venn diagram. I love Venn diagrams. I love Venn diagrams. So
see what I'm saying? She is nerdy. I'm just saying.
So the 3 circles, and you can do more. Nobody says a Venn diagram has to only be 3 circles, right? And the intersection then, right? In terms of also movements.
What? This is the person you think the Democrats are going to run. The cackling hyena. The cackling hyena. There's not a chance, folks. There's not a chance in hell. Why would you jump out of the frying pan into the fire? At least Joe Biden has an excuse for being a bumbling buffoon. Bubbling baboon buffoon. Buffoon. Whatever. I can't even do it either. Look at me. I'm one to talk. I can't even spit out this sentence.
Don't be rude.
I'm trying.
If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done.
Kristen, I need to see the salty hoodie. I'm not going to answer any of your questions until you email owner@Don'tUnfriend snap a pic. I want to see the salty hoodie. I want to see it. Hakeem Jeffries was being positioned as a possibility. They're polling that right now. They're asking that question. They're finding out how he comes across. Hakeem Jeffries might be a possibility. That's absolutely right. Gavin Newsom is still a possibility no matter what. You got to understand, they're looking for somebody with panache and with flair and with great hair. Biden is the incumbent president, and they're going to see how this looks. But can I tell you what they're doing? Does anyone want to know why they're doing this? Do you guys want to know? Your voice talking doesn't match your talking on Facebook. Restart Facebook. It's not me. Trust me. I'm running 5x5. Hold on. I'll tell you what they're doing. My stream is running smooth. Stream is running smooth. Okay. So do you want to know why they're doing this to Biden? Good hair on Facebook. Buttigieg, or however you spell it. No, Buttigieg. Come on. Buttigieg was even more pathetic than Kamala Harris. Well, actually, he did fairly well in the northern states. I still wake up every day and wonder how in the frack America goes to place we are now. I still wake up every day and wonder how the hell I don't have a picture of your salty hoodie. Let's go. Give me the salty hoodie. Let's go, Kristen. I want to see it. $60 million donated to Penn Biden in the 3 years it was open. Right. But that's not what it's just about. Of course. I mean, dude, if you think that, come on. Is anyone questioning that Biden got money from China? He was a professor of what? Nothing. He didn't teach any classes. What did they get? They got good politics. Now you're buffering. Chevelle, you have had a problem with my show for 3 weeks. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm not going to take your word for it. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Sorry, Rumble. I tried to reply to you, but nobody said hi. I'm not buffering. Everything's running 5x5. I don't know what to tell you, y'all. Everything's running 5x5. 554 kbps. I'm running fair. 2-second intervals, 30 frames a second. Analytics are looking pretty sweet. Had a little bit of a spike. Bit rate jumped high. I'm running pretty steady. I don't know what you're talking about. See? Facts, folks. Facts. All right, let's get into this. Kristen says, can you post the pic? Email it to me at owner@don'tunfriendme.com. Owner@don'tunfriendme.com. Or soon to be owner at the DUM Show. You can actually go to thedumshow.com and it will take you to Don't Unfriend Me. Isn't that cool? All right, listen. Let's get into this. We got some stuff. We got stuff to do. We don't have time to be screwing around, folks. Here's Garland talking about Joseph and appointing special counsel. Here it is.
Good afternoon. I'm here today to announce the appointment of Robert Herr as a special counsel pursuant to Department of Justice regulations governing such matters. In keeping with those regulations, I have today notified the designated members of each House of Congress of the appointment. I'm joined today by John Lausch, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, who conducted the initial investigation into the matter that I will describe today. On the evening of November 4th, 2022, the National Archives Office of Inspector General contacted a prosecutor at the Department of Justice. It informed him that the White House had notified the archives that documents bearing classification markings were identified at the office of the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement, located in Washington, D.C. That office was not authorized for storage of classified documents. The prosecutor was also advised that those documents had been secured in an archives facility. On November 9th, the FBI commenced an assessment consistent with...
Oh, Charlie did it.
It's all part of the plan.
Or Sherry. Sorry, I'm getting blind. I'm getting old. I dyed my beard, but my eyes I can't dye. They're dying. Sherry said that.
It's all part of the plan.
All a part of the plan. There is no plan.
Standard protocols to understand whether classified information had been mishandled in violation of federal law. On November 14th, pursuant to Section 600.2b of the Special Counsel Regulations, I assigned U.S. Attorney Lausch to conduct an initial investigation to inform my decision whether to appoint a special counsel.
Why didn't you appoint a special counsel on November 4th? You actually found out about it November 2nd, you lying son of a motherless. You lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Wow.
Well, that was some weird shit.
Oh, seriously. You're so full of it. You're full of cockamamie.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? You are pukes. You are the lowest form of life on Earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
Yeah, that's what you are. Don't lie. November 4th. Everyone knows it was November 2nd. You could have went ahead and said something. November 6th. Even November 6th was the primary. You could have said it on the 4th. No, you didn't. Of course you didn't. It's such a bullshit scam. I mean, come on, folks. You know they held it. You held the Hunter Biden story. Anything you could possibly do to go ahead and hold on to bad news, please. We know. Come on. Please.
Mr. Lausch has served as the U.S. Attorney in Chicago since 2017. Before that, he spent more than a decade as an assistant U.S. Attorney in that same office.
That doesn't give me any hope.
I selected him to conduct the initial investigation because I was confident.
Okay. The question keeps coming up. Can't the president declassify documents? Yes and no. I know.
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit. Shush. It's not bullshit. I'll tell you why. It's what I'm here for, folks. That's what I do.
Congratulations.
That's right. I know. I'm excited. I'm excited to tell you why and how this all happened.
I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberry.
It just makes common sense.
It does make common sense. Dr. Fauci, thank you so much. Listen, here's what it comes down to. There are several Holy shit. Stroked out there for a second. I apologize. I shouldn't be saying stroked out in this day and age. I apologize. Here it is. The President of the United States can declassify certain documents. Those documents are classified, secret, confidential. Those three classifications he can declassify. Just by saying, here, therefore, I, Donald J. Trump. It's a Glock, folks. It won't go off accidentally. It's completely safe. Relax. Here, certify that these documents are declassified. That's all he's got to do. However, when it comes to top secret or compartmentalized, code word specific, SCI, he does not have the authority. Now, both sides of the media took advantage of this. The right side was like, yeah, he can declassify anything because he can declassify those first three sets, which is not true. He can declassify the first three. He cannot go ahead and declassify top secret or SCI. Now, he can request that, and the DOJ will have to redact, ensure that everything in them is properly channeled through the Department of Defense, Department of Justice, and the alphabet agencies to ensure that they are blacklined or redacted. So any type of intel gathering source, human, electronics, radent, blah, 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 are all redacted for the sake of protecting the source. Once that's done, they can go ahead and decide to go ahead and release it, or they can deny it. That's the truth. How do I know this? Well, I'm not the president of the United States, but what I am is I did happen to sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Folks, because I worked in intelligence and so did Leroy, and we know how this process works. And the president of the United States cannot go, hey, everybody, guess what? Here you go, and just hand it out. That's not the way it works. Otherwise, Kennedy would have been released, and all the Kennedy files would have been released. Okay? And those are older than my frickin' shorts. So stop it. Stop it. Think, folks, think. If the president can just wantonly let out all information possible, Donald Trump would have done it, okay? So don't sit here and tell me that it can be done. However, President of the United States has absolute carte blanche to anything that he or she wants to be read into, because the words "for your eyes only" do not actually run over the president unless it is outside of code word specific, and the need to know is not in the purview of the president's enforcing the law's position. There are things that the president isn't privy to, like the specifics of certain jet fighters and what they can do, or satellite tasking, or intel collection apparatuses that we have that are so secret that the president of the United States is not in the view of and scope of that. There are things that the Senate Oversight Intelligence Community knows that the president does, that the director of FBI knows, or NSA knows, or ONI. Yeah, that's true. Did Joe Biden have the right to have these documents? Absolutely. Stop it. Knock it off, people. Now, did he have a right to keep them? That's a different conversation. I have said this a million times. Briefings can be done they're not all done in the Oval Office. They're not all done in the Lincoln bedroom, folks. They're not all done in the residence. He's not sitting in Delaware and goes, I need to drive from Rehoboth this morning. Well, why, Joey? Well, Jill, don't get your laundry hamper in a pinch because I have a security briefing at 0600 and I got to drive it. Come on, folks. No, they'll do it there at the residence in Delaware or Wilmington or Rehoboth, or when he's on the plane on Air Force One, or when he's on Air Force Two, or he's on Marine Two or Marine One, or when he's in Japan. Why? Well, because the president of the United States isn't always in a skiff. Isn't always in a secure environment. He's not always in a compartmentalized situation. Not always. So you would brief the president. And yes, some of that material is in print. It's not on his iPad. It's not on his BlackBerry, no matter how bad Obama wanted that. It is in print because that is the safest way to destroy information once it leaves a compartmentalized situation or a skiff or a secured environment. You put it in a burn bag and you burn it. You destroy it. If you don't have an incinerator around, there are other ways to destroy intelligence. and you get rid of it. And normally the attaché is responsible for that, or the person controlling the brief, which is the highest ranking officer in the room. And it's handed down to a lowly intel guy like myself or Leroy, and we go take care of it and we burn the shit. Usually a low ranking seaman or petty officer or even a private first class or a corporal usually gets the digs, or an airman. And they get burn duty. And burn duty is something that everybody has to do in intel. That's it. Now, sometimes these documents don't make it. Why? Well, because you order some Subway, you get a couple bottles of scotch, and you decide to have a think tank around how to go ahead and solve a problem. And you're going to go ahead and create legislation or a proposal or a bill, or you're going to go ahead and write a secure memo. So you keep that intelligence around and use it as reference. Other times, you might be transferring out of the VP job and realize that there's some intelligence there that can benefit you in the civilian sector. And you're a sanctimonious dick and you keep it. Yes, that could be Donald Trump. Yes, that could be Joe Biden. Yes, it could have been, it would have been, it should have been, and it was every other president or VP or senator or congressman. This is what happens, folks. Why? Because they're politicians and they don't give a shit about OPSEC. Do you know how many leaks have been handled by congressmen, state legislature, and vice presidents? We got Osama bin Laden. It was SEAL Team 6, folks. Well, that was Joe Biden. Now everyone said that he went ahead and killed Operation Red Wings. You're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Joe Biden, God, stop it. But he did oust the bag. He did drop the ball. This is happened many times. And operators will tell you it pisses them off when legislatures or congressmen, senators, whatever, mayors, governors, whoever gets privy information and releases it to the nightly news and can't keep their jaws shut. And yes, it can get operators killed. It can get CIA assets, Knox, and other people killed. Yeah. It's serious business, folks. But some lone stray memos sitting in Rehoboth or sitting in Mar-a-Lago, if it's in print form, folks, probably isn't going to be Tom Cruise's knock list. Dun, 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 dun. Russian commandos aren't going to infiltrate Mar-a-Lago or Rehoboth to get that stray piece of paper sitting in the garage. Lighten up. Lighten up. Intelligence, especially in print form, leaves secure environments all the time. And what you might consider top secret and, is the nuclear launch codes. And oh my gosh, Bill, relax. But if you're going to raid Donald Trump's home with armed FBI and you're going to go through his wife's panty hamper and you're not going to release the tape, and you're going to go and issue many warrants where they were complying. And yes, Donald Trump was stalwarting. There's no doubt. He's like, I'm the president. Screw the National Archives, the NARA. Fuck them. Of course he said it. Of course he did that. Why? Because he's Donald fucking Trump. And that's what he does. Don't be rude. Sorry, I'm being rude. My apologies.
Don't be rude.
Apologize.
Because our leaders are stupid. Our politicians are stupid.
You said that right. So, of course, Joe Biden got a little happy, too. And yes, Joe Biden works on stuff that's confidential, that is secret, top secret, and compartmentalized. He's the vice president of the United States. He's got to be read in. He has his own chief of staff. He has his own daily briefing. He has his own press secretary. A lot of people don't know this. Everything that the president has, the vice president has too. It's just not important shit. Like, we need you to go ahead and go to the Congo. Why? Well, there is a ceremonial garb that they want to go ahead and issue. Okay, send the vice president. That's what fucking the vice president's for. Okay. And occasionally to give them a job, like Mike Pence. Hey, you're leading the COVID initiative and he did a good job. Then you have Kamala frickin' Harris and you say, hey, you're going to go run the border. And she goes nowhere close to it, doesn't do anything with it, and gets nothing done. Then you send her to the Ukraine and Poland, and she talks and screws it up. Why? Well, because she's Kamala Harris.
Bullshit.
And that's what she's full of. We know this. Can we stop pretending? It's her entire existence, folks. Good enough? Good. Glad we talked about this. She's a train wreck. She's not going to be president. Stop. She's unelectable. So why are they doing this? Because let's be honest. Do you really think that these documents have been sitting there for 6 years and nobody knew? Of course we know why. Think, folks, think. And don't think like what the right-wing news is saying, like Breitbart. This is all a plan. Lisa Booth came out and said they're trying to get rid of him. And I'm like, Lisa, you're so much smarter than that. I didn't tell her because she doesn't listen to me. By the way, Lisa Booth is smoking. I've watched her career. Smoking hot. Just saying. Now, Lisa is going, they're trying to get rid of him. Lisa, you're smarter than this. Hashtag Lisa Booth. I hope she watches this. Think. If the Department of Justice and the FBI most assuredly knew that Donald Trump had these documents for more than 2 years, which they did, and sat on it, and literally dropped the bomb right before the primaries during January 6th, when Joe Biden needed a shot in the arm to kind of turn some things around as far as his popularity, which was going into the 37 range, lower than Trump. And all this kind of turned around so they could massage, shave, and kind of clean up Joe Biden and represent him to the public. Right before the primaries. Why would they do this to Joe Biden? Well, it's not the Republicans. They didn't do it. Even though Miss Joy Behar, whatever the fuck her name is. God, this woman drives me crazy. This is a woman I would love to get in a room and have a conversation with. Here it is.
Really, I think that what you just said is right, that there are differences in what happened.
Yes, but the optics are not good.
Well, we all know that Trump is a liar and a thief.
Oh,
you know?
Oh, boy. She makes me so verklempt.
It's not that big a jump to say that he obstructed and he lied. We don't think that Biden is a liar and a thief, so we give him the benefit of the doubt. That's partly.
Oh, you're so full of shit. As a Christmas goose. How do you know this woman's lying? Well, she doesn't have a drink in her hand and her mouth. And that's not just because she's a woman. It's just because she's Joy Behar. I can't stand the woman. Can't stand her. But let's give Biden the benefit of the doubt, which I think is stupid. No, you don't give him the benefit of the doubt. But I want you to think back. Now, if they can use Donald Trump and go, hey, Department of Justice, DOD, found some documents. The FBI was there. We saw this. It's under lock and key. It's a situation. We can make Trump look bad. What do you want to do? Let's hold on to it. Why do you hold on to it? Well, you hold on to it to make the primaries and make him look better, because the only thing that makes Joe Biden look better is by trying to make Donald Trump look bad. At least that's what they think. Okay, so we've got that. Everyone agrees. Good. I'm glad you agree because I'm right. Thanks. Now, here's the other thing. Now that we know they do that, who would benefit from making Joe Biden look bad? Does anyone want to tell me? Come on, folks. Think. Who benefits from Joe Biden looking bad? He already looks bad, right? He looks bad with the economy. He looks bad for being weak. He looks bad for energy. He looks bad in Iran. He looks bad in China and Taiwan and Ukraine. Hunter Biden is this close from indictment. What is it? Why would you, if you were the Republicans and you know it's not them, why would the Democrats do this to Joe Biden? It's not to replace him. Think. No, it's not Obama. No, it's not DeSantis. Yes, it very well might be the DOJ. It's not Obama. It's not Hillary. Does someone want to call in? The Republicans don't benefit. That's not true. Trump doesn't benefit. Think deeper. I want you to go back and I want you to listen to me. Not Hillary, not Kamala, not Obama. Gosh, you guys, come on. You're all smarter than this. And when I say it, you're like, holy shit, Matt's the only one once again saying it's not Harris. They don't want him to run in 2024. Nope, that's not it. Here's what I'll tell you. It's not McCarthy. No, stop. All right, everyone stop guessing because it's not it. This is why you do. The Democrats want Pelosi. No, that's not it. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to tell you. Oh my God, California. No, it's not California. Here's what it is. It's so simple. It's political. It's perfect. No, it's not Gavin Newsom. No, it's not Trump. Nope, it's none of that. Stop it. Nope. Here's what it is. I want you to think back 3 things. What? When we talk about these things, what does Richard Nixon, Donald Trump, and Bill Clinton all have in common? Jeffries, Schumer, not rest of the world. No. None of that. Think. Richard Nixon, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump. What do they all have in common? Fauci, Clinton, no. Come on. Richard Nixon, impeachment. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Good job. Now that they all 3 have impeachment in common, what else do they have in common? What happened to them during impeachment? One resigned. One was essentially acquitted, and the other one was acquitted. Fair enough? Okay. What else happened right after their impeachments? What happened right after their impeachments? What happened to their popularity? Does anybody know? See, this is fun because I'm actually asking questions and I'm waiting. Cigars? No. Resolute desk? No. Scandal? No. Impeachment? What happened right after their impeachments to their popularity? They got more popular. That's right. Immensely. You saw an 8.5, 9-point swing for Nixon. Bill Clinton had like a 23% swing. Donald Trump had like a 12 to 14% swing, depending upon. Every single person felt sorry. At first, their popularity went down. And then it skyrocketed. Why? Well, because America likes the underdog. And ultimately, those hours upon hours and days upon days and those weeks upon weeks and months upon months of investigations, the public gets tired of it. And hence, they feel sorry. They felt sorry for Hillary Clinton, Ketanji Brown Jackson, Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett. They all feel sorry. They start to align with that person. Even Kyle Rittenhouse, whose popularity was, and then his popularity went up. American public doesn't like technical or digital lynchings. And it all kind of started not with Clarence Thomas, but it started with Nixon. And the American public was like, well, we don't trust the government. Right after Kennedy, and if distrust in the government and the media started to go down during Kennedy, they started to say, well, why wouldn't they go ahead and do this to Nixon? Why wouldn't they do this to Trump? Why wouldn't they do this to Clinton? What's going to happen is, now that we have a House majority, why would you hold on to it for 6 years? Well, it's simple. You hold on to it. So when Joe Biden is at the low and things aren't exactly great, You give him a shot in the arm by putting him under investigation. His numbers, his poll numbers, they're going to take a hit at first. But after a while, it's going to be minusculed. It's going to be diluted to its utmost nth degree. The media is going to poo-poo. They're going to say it's no big deal. They're going to soften the blow for America as the Republicans salivate with hearing after hearing, with testimony after testimony, with all their subpoena powers. And they are going to end up making Joe Biden a martyr. And it's going to help his numbers. It doesn't matter if you feel sorry for the Clintons. It doesn't matter if you felt sorry for Donald Trump. You're not listening. America felt sorry. And that's all that matters. If you help Joe Biden by having endless congressional investigations from the House going into Hunter, going after Joe Biden, it is simply going to be easy for the Democrats to say, well, this is a witch hunt. They're going after him. It'll work. Because for God's sakes, if it worked for Donald Trump, it will work for Joe Biden. That is why this is happening. And I don't know if the Democrats planted it. I don't believe they did. I believe that they knew about this and some staffer knew about this. And this was released what? What did I say? When does the election season start? It usually starts around 19 to 20 months before. Now this is even earlier. You're looking at 22 months away from the election. Donald Trump came out early. At any time, they're expecting Biden to announce. It lines up. And now the media cycle for the next 12 months is going to be about investigations. It's going to be about Joe Biden getting out on stage, KGJP getting out on stage, denying any of this ever happened, that this is horrible, that Joe Biden is just being lynched by the Republicans because they don't like him. This is ageism. They were transphobic. They were homophobic. They were Islamophobic. They were transphobic. Now, ageism is the new Republican shtick. Is they're going after Joe Biden because he's old, folks. That's why they don't want Joe Biden to hear, not because of these top secret documents. There's these documents. There's no there. It's a nothing burger. Adam Schiff has already started to steer that way. Adam Schiff went up on the floor today and specifically said that they shouldn't go after Joe Biden, that they turned it around on January 6th. That this oversight and unfettered access for the House to subpoena and investigate the atrocities that have been taking place since Joe Biden, but before that, since Donald Trump came down the golden staircase, he has been spied on. He has been absolutely just run through the coals, through the media, 3 impeachments, investigated, taxes over and over, Stormy Daniels, P-tapes, FISA warrants, spying on his campaign. Holy shit. And that's not even looking into the biggest atrocities of where the money is going in Ukraine and why don't we have any receipts? And why is this whole entire distraction taking place right now when Republicans enter Congress? So they can't focus on the receipts. They can't focus on what the hell's been going on in Ukraine. They can't focus on the energy and selling frickin' oil to China and why the hell that's happening. Why fentanyl's coming over the border. Why we have possibly with Title 42, 5 million illegals. It is a giant fucking distractions that the Republicans are going to gnaw on like a bone and fall right into the hands of the Democrats and get shit done over the next 2 fucking years and allows Joe Biden to look better than he ever has because he's getting picked on by the Republicans. Why can't you see it? Because that's what's happening. And if you don't think I'm right, just stick around and I'll see you in a year when I am. That's why. Until you're right as often as I am, just stop it. Don't care. Don't care. Because if you think I'm right, this is politics 101. You just distract. And this is a perfect time to do this. Do you really think that the Republicans would release it this way? Don't you think they would control the narrative with a whistleblower? A prominent staffer in Joe Biden, his administration, has come to McCarthy for help on the guilt that they have overseeing mountains of evidence, all the while Donald Trump, such a good man, someone we don't always agree with, had to witness him go through raids while Joe Biden sat in office and took the hush of silence to protect him from his own misgivings around classified information. Oh, it's a perfect setup. Why the fuck would they not do that? So you know it's not the Republicans, because McCarthy was caught surprised by this. And so were the congressional Republicans, and so was the Senate. Nobody had it. This was a Democrat. This was somebody inside Joe Biden's campaign. Come on, folks, think. Think. I bet you. I'll bet you. All it's going to do is just make him look like the victim. And it's perfect, because then they're not going to talk about his overall competency. They're not going to talk about his failures. All they're going to talk about is this hearing, this investigation, and the millions of dollars it's going to cost. And the Republicans are going to buy. You know what? If I was the Republicans, you know what I would do? Do you know what I would do? If I was the Republicans, and I'm not, and I wish I was, and I hope Eli comes on. I'll answer your phone call in just a second. I hope Eli comes on. I'm going to mute your caller. I'll get you on in this. I hope Eli comes on for a reason, so I can just simply spin this to him and watch what he says. Because if I was the Republicans, you know what I would do? I would do this. We just got evidence that Joe Biden as vice president has top secret information. We're not going to do one investigation. We're going to let the Department of Justice take care of this. We're going to focus on the United States. We're going to focus on the border. We're going to focus on inflation. We're going to focus on the IRS. We're going to focus on frivolous spending, how borders are being protected in Islamic states and not here in the United States. We don't have time for this crap. And yes, we can walk and chew gum at the same time, but why should we? We need a singular focus on the American people, and we can take care of this later. Let the Department of Justice handle it, and we'll go ahead and follow up if there's no oversight. You know what? Then there's no there. There's no nothing burger, and they can't twist it around on Republicans. Watch the media. They're already starting. That's why they said, oh, it was only 10 documents. Oh, okay, well, now it's 50. Oh, all right, well, now it's 100. Now it's 3 times they found it, and the media is still poo-pooing up on the stage, and KJP is still making excuses for Joe Biden and making this a Republican witch hunt. Open your eyes, folks. Caller, where are you from, and what state are you calling from? I'm going to get you live here so people can hear from you in just a sec. Go ahead. David from North Carolina. David, what do you want to talk about? Go ahead, sir.
Well, we're talking about Joe Biden and the next election's coming up.
Yep.
I have a little theory of my own.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, I'm thinking, Biden has messed up so much.
Okay.
I don't think the Democratic Party wants him to run again.
Okay.
But to save face, get him on Article 25 or Amendment 25, have Kamala Harris have her come in and her be the president if that's the way it goes. But she is to not run in the 2024 elections. The Democrats will pick their own candidate and pop him in there at the last minute, is what my opinion. Nobody wants Joe Biden in there for the next year.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Can you tell me roughly, and just a guess, how many incumbent presidents have been changed out like Donald Trump was after a fairly successful, no war, strong economy, was given the Senate, was given the Congress? How many times has an incumbent president not received a second term?
There's very few.
Correct. And
This election has been very strange.
Yep.
You know, why would anybody want to vote a president out that has a growing economy? Unemployment is at its lowest it's been in years.
Correct.
Or centuries. Well, not centuries, decades.
No, 75 years.
But right. But I mean, everything was going fantastic until COVID, and that right there is what did Donald Trump in.
Well, there's a few things that did Donald Trump in. Dude, Kristen, you are, first of all, listen, I have no problem telling somebody they're pretty, and you're beautiful, by the way. And I love your salty hoodie. That is an amazing hoodie, folks. You can get that on don'tunfriendme.com. That thing's kick ass. I got to order one. All right, David, let's dive in, because you obviously know your stuff and poised and articulate. And I love it. You're absolutely right. The only time an incumbent has been changed out is usually when popularity is so low, or there's a pending investigation, or how an unpopular president isn't voted out is during time of war. Usually when there's a war going on, that president gets reelected. Make sense?
Yes.
So when we go ahead and we take a look at that, Joe Biden, his popularity isn't that strong. His results obviously are not that strong. So you're going to have to fall back on a couple of things. War, which Ukraine is not very popular, and a proxy war is not very popular. And this is not the time or place to get involved and put U.S. troops on in the ground. So you're probably not going to see a war. The only other real thing that's going to help is gaining sympathy, and that is where my conclusion comes down to investigation. And it's prime time, and it was too close to the Republicans taking over, because if they would have dropped this information with Democrats in the House, then Democrats would have had to fall on their own sword by the way they treated Trump. This gives them, which the power of investigatory bodies, subpoena power, and also funding for this lives in the House. You then put it on Republicans to go ahead and fall on their sword to go after Biden. It's perfect. It's a complete coup d'etat on the moral high ground. That's why Democrats did this. So the only debate that we have, David, is why they did it. Was it to get Kamala in, or was it to force Joe Biden out, or was it to solidify his position and then do the 25th Amendment once he's reelected? Because the incumbency is a very powerful thing, and no fucking party on the planet, David, is going to give up the seat in order to primary their own president. It is insanity to do that. You understand that?
Well, are you talking about what I was saying is get him out, Kamala comes in, and they make a deal. She does not run, and we get our own. Is that what you're referring to?
But why would you? Kamala Harris is single-handedly the most unpopular vice president just about ever in U.S. history.
Oh, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Okay, so why would you? And nobody likes her, even her own party. She's a socialist. She's more socialist than Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. She is not popular. She couldn't win one freaking electoral vote in her home state in California. She is horrendous. Why would they push her forward? What's the benefit? Help me out with that.
Well, this is a I guess a game plan for further down the road. They're going to keep Joe Biden in there as long as they can.
Right.
Okay, but he's 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He is his dementia, whatever it is that's wrong in his head, is getting worse by the day. And when is it going to be to where he is no longer cognitive?
Well, then why would you need to force?
And then Kamala has to. There's no other choice.
You have a reason right there to force the 25th Amendment right now and do it early. The longer you wait and keep Joe Biden in place, the less of a chance that a candidate is going to win. Now, why wouldn't you just go ahead and say it's health issues, play the sensitive card, have Joe Biden and Jill sit on the couch in the frickin' in the yellow room, sit down with a teapot on evening news and hold each other's hands and have Jill lead off the conversation and say, my husband is a great man. Not only has he served the people, but his children, but also me. And because of his health, he is going to nominate Gavin Newsom or Hakeem Jeffries or whatever. Right. That is a sympathetic ploy that's even better than an investigation. Right. Why let this out?
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Okay.
That is another way, but like I said, I'm thinking they're planning ahead. Not knowing, how they're going to do it. It may be a, little old short, 1 week term for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but then you don't get your candidate. Listen, you're going you're talking about a $2 billion race. It's going to be a $2 billion race for the Democrats in order to hold that seat. That's what they're going to have to spend to get the amount of turnout. The Republicans are going to come in probably at 1.6 to 1.2 and that's a lot of fluctuation between those two numbers. You're going to talk about probably the most expensive presidential race in U.S. history because Joe Biden isn't exactly loved. And if Donald Trump runs, dude, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be fucking ugly.
No. Yeah, it's going to be the same thing we got this past time, too.
That's right. That's right. And you don't have COVID to fall back on, right? And you also have Republicans who've been fighting these swing states and getting the Supreme Court to stay these overall emergency powers. You're not going to have it this time. It's going to be a straight up vote. You're not going to be able to put 50 million ballots in the ether to unregistered voters, an unconstitutional practice this time. You're going to have to go ahead and win it on the ground. And Donald Trump's got more energy than Biden, but I'll tell you, he is the most hated man in America. Whether you agree with that or not, it's the truth.
I know.
Okay. So
I know he is.
So you've got a guy who they don't like Biden, but Trump, people are going to do the same thing. Yeah, well, at least he's not Trump. And that is something that he can't win.
Right. I do not think Trump could win again.
I agree.
It was a fluke in 2016. I don't think the Democrats were ready. They thought, even the Republicans were even laughing at him, saying there's no way in this world he's going to win.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, he sure did.
Well, I think that, listen, Hillary Clinton was extremely unpopular. She was the most unpopular politician up until Donald Trump after 4 years. Joe Biden hasn't done himself any favors. Listen, it just comes down to this. You folks people are such conspiracy theorists on everything else. I don't understand why they aren't with this. Nothing is an accident in Washington. Everything that comes out is purposely released for a reason. And if you think that you don't do counterintelligence, if you don't actually throw your side under the bus once in a while to gain public sympathy, that's exactly what this is. They've known about this, and instead of it coming out in October for an October surprise that they couldn't control because they no longer could control Twitter, that the House is going to put all these tech companies under investigation, you release this stuff now when it's advantageous, when it looks like a Republican setup. Everyone's saying it's the Republicans. It's not the Republicans. I promise you, it's not the Republicans.
Oh, I know it's not the Republicans.
You just think for different reasons it's the Democrats. That's fine. Either way, same feather of the same bird, right? Because either way, you and I both agree that if the Democrats are doing this, your idea is that they want to get him out and then hit him on the 25th Amendment. My point is just hit him on the 25th Amendment. It doesn't matter. Why go ahead and break him down just to build him back up? Because this will turn the numbers. Joe Biden will become less popular, and then he's going to skyrocket. You saw it with Nixon. You're old enough. You saw it with freaking Bill Clinton. Dude, he was like man of the fucking year on Time Magazine after putting a cigar in the woman's vagina on the Resolute desk, for God's sake.
Yep.
Come on now.
That's true.
God darn right it was.
And I don't think, I know I wasn't for Clinton back then, but I know the people that I was around, you know, there was a lot of them that, you know, supported him. And
That's right.
he did some good stuff, but he also did some bad stuff too. So,
well, he did. Bill Clinton, listen, if Bill Clinton was in office right now, I think all of us would breathe a sigh of relief. He was not a horrible president. He was horrible for national defense. He slaughtered the military bases, but overall, that's about it. And that wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked. It was horrible what he did, but overall, he was a pretty decent president, to be honest with you. But nobody will admit that because they're Republicans. Right. Oh, Casaba Visa. I was supposed to get a hold of that guy. Damn it, Amy. Oh, there's a gentleman from Canada who reached out to me who was actually a part of the truckers. And he was, I believe, he was attacked by the police. And I was supposed to have him on the show and I was supposed to call him. But it's been a really crazy couple weeks at work. So I apologize. Amy, apologize to him for me, please. And I will call him back. It's just been nuts, guys. I've been working nonstop. David, thanks for calling. I'm going to do a little stint on Ron DeSantis. Will you stick around and watch and listen in on that for me?
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here watching while I'm driving. Well, not watching. I'm listening.
All right, brother. Well, it'll be good to have you. So why don't you take a listen, see what you think, and let me know, okay?
All right, sounds good. We appreciate you, Matt.
Talk to you soon. Oh, dude, me too, David. It's good to talk to you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
All right. Oh, what a good cat. It's good to have good people. Let's see if I can get this phone number to work. Why is my phone number not working? I just got this thing. Come on now. Dude, what is going on here? Well, I just put this damn thing in. It was working. Huh, my overlay's broken. Oh, whatever. Who cares? All right. You want to call in, folks? It's pretty simple. Number is, I don't even know what the number is. Who cares? Call the number. You all know what it is. If they invoke the 25th, what would that do for all of his executive orders? Nothing. It stays the same until somebody rescinds them and the next president comes in. Don't understand how people won't vote for Trump. Freaking crazy. Well, it's not that they won't vote for Trump. Millions of people will vote for Trump. It's just not going to be enough. Democrats hold the edge in the overall voting count. That's the truth. When you look at the voting populace who's actually registered with parties, it's like 42, 48%. They've got, that's the popular vote. They've got the major, largest cities in the U.S. That's why. But it doesn't matter. Trump, listen, I don't care what you say. Trump has not helped himself over the last few months, couple years. He hasn't had the best transfer of leaving office. And he didn't go out on a high note either. And it's not that I don't like him. I think Trump is fine. I think Trump makes his life very, very hard. And he needs to stop. He needs to shut up and let Joe Biden do what Joe Biden does, which is constantly stick his foot in his mouth. So I was going over a 60 Minutes article that was pretty much a hit piece on DeSantis, and the whole DeSantis thing has calmed down fairly much. Holy crap, Matt! What the hell are you talking about? Fairly well, fairly quickly, whatever it is, and you've seen it kind of drop off and drop down a little bit. But that was really kind of the first thing you heard about with DeSantis when Trump announced, and right before he did. And DeSantis has not made any play to announce. But what you've heard is just this horrible negative bullshit coming from the right. You know, they all love DeSantis. And then once they thought he may run, well, then it was like, oh, he's horrible. He's a rhino. People shut up. Ron DeSantis is about as Republican as they come. Yes, I understand Trump had a big impact on his career. Who gives a shit? Trump could make anyone better back then. Anything he touched turned to gold. Ron DeSantis is a horribly qualified human being, and anyone who says he isn't, you just don't know anything about Ron DeSantis. So we're going to talk about it. And 60 Minutes had this hit piece on Ron DeSantis, and it failed to disclose the following facts about him. So we're going to go over these things. We're a little research, got this put together. Ronald Dion DeSantis. He was born on September 14th, 1978 in Jacksonville, Florida, the son of Karen Naya Rogers and Ronald DeSantis. He is of Italian descent. His family moved to Orlando, Florida before relocating to Dunedin, Florida. I think it's how you say it, where he was 6 years old. In 1991, he was a member of the Little League team from Dunedin, and they were the national team that made it to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. After graduating from Dunedin in high school in 1997, DeSantis attended Yale University, and he was captain of Yale's varsity baseball team and joined the Delta Kappa Epsilon fraternity. On the Yale baseball team, DeSantis was an outfielder as a senior in 2001. He had the team's best batting average at .336. That's insane. He graduated from Yale in 2001 with a BA magna cum laude in history. He then spent a year as a history teacher at Darlington School. Dunedin. Who gives a shit? I don't care, Cheryl. Listen, folks, you don't get cities right if you don't live there. I don't care how smart you are. I am one of the smartest human beings ever. Huge. I've lived all over the place, and I can't get every city right. Fine. Dunedin. Who gives a shit? DeSantis then attended Harvard Law School, graduating in 2005 with a Juris Doctor cum laude. DeSantis received his Reserve Naval Officers Commission and assignment to the Judge Advocate General Corps, the JAG Corps, in 2004 at the U.S. Naval Reserve Center in Dallas, Texas, while still a student at Harvard Law School. Now, people say that his service was all ceremonial. You're absolutely full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it wasn't. He didn't sit on the sidelines. This guy did some stuff and with some people that I did some stuff with, and I understand how difficult it is, and so does Leroy if you ask him. He completed Naval Justice School in 2005. Later that year, he received orders to the JAG Trial Service Office, Command Southeast, and that's the TSOCSE, for those of you at Naval Station Mayport, Florida, as a prosecutor. 2006, he was promoted from lieutenant junior grade to lieutenant, and he worked for the commander of Joint Task Force Guantanamo Bay, JTF Gitmo, working directly with detainees at Guantanamo Bay Joint Detention Facility. In 2007, DeSantis reported to an SWC group in Coronado, California, which is the Naval Special Warfare Command Group, where he was assigned to SEAL Team 1 and deployed to Iraq with the troop surge as the legal advisor to the SEAL Commander Special Operation Task Force West in Fallujah. DeSantis returned to the U.S. in April 2008, at which time he was reassigned to the Naval Region Southeast Legal Service. And then the U.S. Department of Justice appointed him to serve as Assistant U.S. Attorney to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Middle District of Florida. DeSantis was assigned as a trial defense counsel until his honorable discharge from active duty in February 2010. Concurrently, he accepted a reserve commission as lieutenant commander in the Judge Advocate General's Corps of the U.S. Navy Reserve. He was awarded the Bronze Star Medal, the Navy Marine Corps Commendation Medal, and the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and the Iraqi Campaign Medal. The Bronze Star is not a slouch medal. He represented Florida's 6th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives from 2013 to 2018. And obviously, with these qualifications, he is not qualified to be a Democrat or serve in a senior political position in our nation's capital when one considers and compares the credentials of Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Kamala Harris, or Joe Biden. He's kept Florida free of the grip of tyrannical federal government while the state of Florida still prospers, which is why more people have moved to Florida than any other state for the last couple of years. So for anyone who criticizes him, I have a request of you. Why don't you post your education and your service to our great country in a resume so we can compare and put your opinion in perspective in the garbage can where it promptly belongs. Ron DeSantis is a hero. He's a stand-up fucking guy. And you people are fucking sheep who think that he is a rhino and think that his service was ceremonial. Fuck you very much. May God have mercy on your soul. There you go, folks. There's Ron DeSantis. Most of you are like, I had no idea. Well, next time do a little research and you can find out. Matt Ubaday, smartest guy. I have no idea what you're saying. I can't read it. It's too small, dude. My eyes. God, I can't believe I got to do this. Here we go. That doesn't even help. I can't read it. Somebody tell me what it says. Then how did a feeble stumble bum get elected? I've already had that conversation. Absolutely, Matt. Amen to that, Matt. Well said, Matt. Love DeSantis. All right. Well, listen, folks, I've had a good time with you tonight. I worked at Gitmo. Really, Joseph? Wow, I didn't know that, Dennis said. Dennis, you said you want to take the bet. What part of the bet do you want to take? That I'm wrong, that Biden isn't going to get propped up because of this after the investigations? He was a JAG attorney. Cheryl's like, Dunedin. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, Kirkendall. Spell it. That's right. I lived on Kirkendall Road. It's impossible. Nobody knows what the hell it means. They're like, Cuckendale Holly, you woo. It was also like that other one. What was the other one? Oh, God, Waukesha. Waukesha. And everyone's like, it's Waukesha. It's Waukesha. Who gives a shit? Nobody's going to hear about your city. Nobody cares. I'm sorry they keep mispronouncing my city. Who cares? You're like the person who's like, it's Andrea walks in. Hi, Andrea. Excuse me, it's Andrea. Oh, fuck you very much. You know what? I got another name for you. Starts with a B. People have got my name wrong before. I have been called Matt Hugh, and I'm like, excuse me, it's actually Matheos. It's not Matt Hugh. You ignoramus, pompous dick.
You are pupes. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. Wow. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
Wow. Melanie says, Matt, you live pretty close to my sister. Where does she live? Help me out. Good show, Matt. Good night. Night, Robert. You don't have to leave. We're not done yet. Gosh, folks, you got to stay for the sign off. I mean, I work my ass off for you. You got to stay until the light goes beep and it goes out. You can't leave. The hell do you think you're doing? Where does your sister live? Say my last name. No one gets it right. Debbie Goldthwait. Mayu. Is that right? Now, I'm pretty good with last names because of hockey. Like I can pretty much name every hockey player in the NHL, and they all got weird ass names. Mayu, is that right? Be nice to Wisconsin. I am being nice. I wasn't being nice to Waukesha. Albany was funny. Waukesha. That's not what people said. See, they came on. They're like, it's Waukesha. It's not Dude, they yelled at me. Waukesha. They called in. They yelled at me. And now you're like Waukesha. I said that. I also said Waukesha, and people got pissed. You are awesome, Matt. Well, yeah, I know. Thanks. Thanks, Tammy. DeCabe. It's not DeCabe, is it? It's DeCabe. Shit. Lost ought to have my name. Ingrid Scott. What's wrong with that name? Yes, Lisa Marie Presley died at 54. It's sad. What's the difference between a Bronze Service Star and a Bronze Star? That is a wonderful question. Would you like to know? I'll pull it up for you. Bronze Service Star, and it's right here. I've been asked this question before, but I like to read it. I want to make sure. The Bronze Star is awarded for meritorious service or acts of valor while the service in combat operations. The Bronze Star is the fourth highest combat awarded to U.S. Armed Forces. The Bronze Service Star, which is also referred to as a campaign star, battle stars, or engagement stars, denote participation in a particular military campaign or engagement. Multiple stars generally indicate the recipient was engaged in multiple campaigns or served a particular length of time for each star. It is important to note that the service stars, unlike the Bronze Star, are not individual medals. Service stars are attached to the ribbon of a particular campaign medal and approximately 3/16 of an inch. It's very much similar to a battlee in the Navy. It still means you took part. It still means you contributed and you did things, and you were not sitting in a supply role. You were sitting in a combat zone in a combat role. So unlike the Bronze Star, which is meritorious service for valor, Bronze Service Medal is more of participation in a campaign or event. Still something that's important. Yeah, still a difference. Okay. She's in Fairfax. Oh, yeah. She's not close to me at all. Fairfax is essentially Liberalville. That's like California. Fuck Fairfax. Yeah, we're pretty close. We're like an hour away from Fairfax. Heather Kilchrist Daigle. Is that right? Virginia, but like 6 minutes from your town. 6 minutes from your town? 6 minutes from my town? Are you kidding me? Well, then we should go have drinks. I still got to find if I got the other lady's, Mayu's name. Until I heard Matt, I never knew Dick was a short form of Matthew. That's not funny. That's not nice. My dad was Richard. His name was Dick growing up. Mayu? Is it Mayu? Mayu. Stay until Matt comes back on accidentally. Yeah, that's true. Love your Lee. Hello, everyone. I'll send you privately her area. Her hubby's family owns a restaurant near too. Dude, hold on now. Food. Melanie, give me some freaking food. Dude, Kristen, you don't want to come on. I've asked Kristen to come on 100 times. Why don't you come on? Just get on the damn show. What the hell's wrong with you? We've asked you 1,000 times. You're always like, oh, come on. That Salty hoodie's badass. That's money. I sold that. Damn, that logo. Do you know how long that logo took me? Because first of all, I looked at Grunt Style and then I replicated it. But I added the wings and the stars and the anchor. That's badass. That's a good looking hoodie. I forgot we had that. I'm going to order that. And I'm not a hoodie guy, because I like to show off my muscles. But I'm not a hoodie guy. But I think I'm going to buy that hoodie. Damn, that don't unfriend me guy. Look, I'm putting in the dumshow.com. I bought it. Can you believe it was available? The Dumb Show. Look at that. Bam. Just popped up. Let's see if I can get this on here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hey, look, guys. It's the Hodge twins. Looky, I got a cookie. Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad. I'll take it. I'm going to fix my website. It's going to be so much better. Just when I get done with building everybody else's website. Damn, Salty. Look at that. It's got to load. Dude, look at that salt. Salty. That's so good. I got to like it. It's expensive, $40, but dude, it's a good hoodie. They're not crap. I don't sell crap on my site. I sell the good stuff. Dude, that looks money. Come on. You kidding me? Look at that hoodie. 13 stars, the don't unfriend me. Come on now. Pretty good. But I got a guy with a nose ring on my picture. Well, fine. I'm an equal opportunity employer. Yeah. Then the red hoodie. You got some good looking hoodies. Not bad. All right. Dude, you got to get the hats. The hats are in. Dude, and Glenn yelled at me, I think. He's like, dude, no more trucker hats. Somebody yelled at me, no more trucker hats. Well, this is a trucker hat, but I do have hats without truckers hats. Look at that. Look at the quality. That's good looking stuff. Vicky, did the hat look good? Let me know. Vicky, you got to tell me, did the hat look good? $40 is average? Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to charge $50 now. I'm going to bump up the price. You are totally right about DeSantis and the people who put him down. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. People spell my name wrong all the time. Debbie Malu. God, she didn't say anything. She left, didn't she? You're welcome. That is in Wisconsin. Shino works for United. Love your show. Thanks, Sandy. Tuner Monkey says, say my name. Hey, good chat and messenger the other night. Hey, Benny. Wasn't a bad one. I mean, I was going to play your video and dissect it, actually. I think I should do that still. Let's do that. You're on. I might as well, Benny. I'm going to give you the full. I told you I was going to talk about it, so I'm going to do it. Why? Because I've got to, mister. I'm Elmwood. Ingram, like Pinky, Ingram, and more. Huh? It's not Ingrid? Oh, shit. Sorry. Worcestershire? What's wrong with Worcestershire? It's Worcestershire all the time. What's wrong with Worcestershire? I'm German. Are you fucking kidding me? If I can't say Worcestershire, I've got a problem. So claiming service star is just like a bronze star would be classified as stolen valor. So claiming a service star, if it's just a bronze star, yeah, if you claim a bronze, okay. If you go ahead and say, I got the bronze star in the military and it was a bronze service star, yeah, you're fucking stolen valor. Abso-fucking-lutely. Pardon my language. Sorry, I don't know why I'm cussing so much. I've been really good lately. Yeah, if you say you got a bronze star, I got an oak leaf cluster on my bronze star and it's frickin' a service star. Yes, very different. Yes. Just like, you know, I got an award for fighting terrorism and overseas. I got a valorous medal and it's the campaign service medal. Yeah, yeah, you want to be real specific and call it the bronze service star versus the bronze star. Where is Manassas Park? I have no idea. Do you know the town Odd? No. Carl. Sam. Wow, dude, what's up with all the dick buddy stuff? You guys doing that again? I appreciate you doing this. It's cozy. Dude, Kristen, absolutely. You need to come on the show. Stop being crazy. What the hell's wrong with you? Get on the show. Can I put that pick up on my website? Do you mind? And then can you go fill out a review, please? You're going to get a little review from my site. Go fill it out and leave me 5 stars. I'll call in and not talk politics. How about that? I don't care what you talk about. We've talked about all sorts of stuff. We can talk next time. I'm not a hoodie girl. Either am I. I have a big Glock. So do I. Buy the hoodie for Olivia. She loves hoodies. I'll have to buy one for her, right? It's worth $40. Great quality. Boom. Look at that. See that? Shit. I only buy the very best. What about Harris? Nah, nobody wants Harris. Made in China, Benny says. Why do you say my stuff's made in China, Benny? Benny, how can we have a good conversation if you're going to say my stuff's made in China? Where? Where's my stuff made in China? Tell me. EDC Gen 4, WE Appendix Carry. Try buying a hoodie at a concert. Oh, yeah, those are expensive. My name is always pronounced wrong. Melanie Raffray? Is it Raffray Marino? Yeah, no more trucker hats. Fine. No, I don't leave. It's Mayu. You're the closest anyone has ever gotten. Mayu. Didn't I say Mayu? Or did I say Malu? Malu. It's Mayu. Yeah, that's close. See, I'm the closest everyone ever gotten. I live close to you and can have a drink. Chev, I'm fine with that. Don't care. Hey, Matt, Lisa from Palm Springs. Hi, Lisa. Have you heard of this Winnipeg thing going on February 17th? No, tell me what it's all about. It's certainly not them winning the Stanley Cup. Oh, shit. Sorry, Winnipeg. You guys suck. Tornado warnings around Augusta. That's not good. That's why my name has been mispronounced. Yeah, but I can't even remember what it is. Ingram. It's Ingram versus Ingrid. What the shite? Worcestershire. What? No, it's not. It's Worcestershire. Bullshit, it's Worcestershire. Hold on now. Come on. If I've been saying it wrong. This is a fun show tonight. I mean, I'm learning stuff all over the place. Oh, it is. It's Worcester. Isn't it Worcester? See, that's like Worcester, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Worcestershire sauce, right? Come on. Like I say Euro, right? It's Euro. No. No way. It's not spelled W-O-R-C. That's spelled wrong. Now, this is no. No. Hold on. I don't believe it. Dude, hold on. There's no way. No way. All right, here we go. Worcestershire sauce. And I said Worcestershire. Gosh darn it. Redo. Worcestershire sauce. That's what I said. Worcestershire. I think it's just, I think it's tomato. I really do. I think I'm saying it right. I think you're all wrong. You look good. I hope it keeps you warm. I've not heard the calling DeSantis or Rhino. That surprised me. Oh, dude, people have been saying it all over. Kristen says, should I wait? Yeah, call in next time. Okay, I don't want to hear about Dildo Town. It's usually too warm where I live for a hoodie. I'll check my hoodie and see if it says made in China. Yeah, check it. See if it says made in China. Newfoundland. Call me a big bear. Okay, I want that hoodie. Bills or hoodies? Bills suck. Should I say sucks for Bill? Claiming you're awarded a Purple Heart to grandfather you when you were a VP is stolen value. Yes, most assuredly. Worst. Made in China. Those are fighting words. Matt, I felt the coded message you could not decipher if you read it is a Louisiana backwoods bayou sitting next to me, banjo. Oh, dude, well, bro, I couldn't even read it with my eyes. No made in China anywhere on the damn hoodie. Ooh. Yeah. That's what I've got to say about that. Anything else you want to talk about? Dog face pony soldier.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No. God, you call right when I'm ready to leave. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to call. Hold on. I'll get you on. All right, caller, where are you from? I'm going to squeeze you in.
It's Kristen. I'm finally calling you.
Kristen calls in rocking a salty hoodie. How's the hoodie? I mean, seriously,
Yes.
Does it say made in China anywhere?
No, damn it, it does not.
Yeah, so
There's no
he's just
China
full of
anything.
shit.
We're all we all come from China if you want to get serious, okay?
I mean,
All
let's
our
get
ancestors
honest.
come from China.
Let's get honest. It might be from
Get
Pakistan,
honest
though.
here.
It very well could be from Pakistan. I don't know where it's at. But honestly, I don't care.
Anywhere.
It's a veteran-owned
super
business.
Cozy. It's worth the money. Yes.
And if you want true blue American, like I did that, and my shirts were $35 and nobody bought them because made in the USA is freaking expensive. I mean, our coffee, we do a lot of like our mugs over at Minutemen. They're $40 a pop because they're fired and kilned in like the halls of Valhalla by Norsemen and shit, you know. And you gotta pay for that stuff.
Yep.
How long have you been a listener,
Yep,
Kristen?
it's worth it. What?
How long have you been a listener?
Since a little before your Nazi friend came on wearing the Nazi necklace.
God, wasn't that hard? Oh my God. You're not talking about the recent Nazis. You're talking about that old guy who said he was a Jew and he was wearing an iron cross.
Guy. Yeah.
Oh, holy shit. That guy was nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was creeper.
Oh, that guy
he
was
had a chimo van with the bubble window in the back.
That's right.
For sure.
Totally a mirrored sunglasses guy. Like, keep him away from my kindergarten schools. That guy was crazy.
Creeper.
So
yeah, he was made in China for sure.
No, totally. What made you decide to watch the show? How did you find us?
Well, you pulled up on my Facebook feed a while back, and I kind of would be like in and out and listen, and then I was like into the whole like politics thing. I got really deep into it with the COVID stuff, and then I backed out a little bit, and then I was like, I need to find my way and what I feel is like true to my heart, and do I really, want to be Democrat or Republican? Because I was like raised more on the Democratic scale, but I am ultimately, because of a lot of things that you said, I'm like more of a constitutionalist and more of like, I just want laws to be followed. I want things to be fair, and on both sides of the aisle, it doesn't matter.
So what made you walk away? Did you lose some friends, or were you just like going to a negative place? What was it that made you say, hey, you know what, let's stop?
What? With what?
Well, you said you kind of pulled away from politics and just kind of said,
because I got like obsessive about it. But my thing was like, I was like more into like the scandal of the whole quote unquote, like, because I'm medical. So I like resonated more with like the jabbers and all that other stuff. And so I kind of like saw a lot of deceit on one side of the aisle, and I kind of pulled away because I got just way too deep into it. But
you want to know something interesting? I was working out today, and I was just thinking, and I turned Jesse off, and I'm like, get him off. And I like Jesse Waters. I like watching. I think he's funny, but I just started thinking to myself, and I'm like, okay, so COVID, everyone knows where I stand. I'm not really big on the whole, COVID was an inside job and all that. And I do believe it was overblown. I do believe that there was a lot of things that I'm not happy with some of the things that came out. But, I keep watching these videos online, and they just did one, and it's literally people falling down when they're giving speeches or, at a football game, and they're just hitting the deck, and they're like, this never happened before 2020. And I'm like, dude, have you ever been to a Navy or Army graduation? Do you know how many people hit the deck because they lock their knees and they pass out? I mean, I've seen.
Yeah. Vagal response. We'll go there. Like, it's a natural response that could happen no matter what kind of situation you're in.
Right. And so what I was thinking was, as annoying as it was hearing from the narrative that COVID was responsible for every single death for 2 years, I'm kind of getting sick of every single person now saying that every death is responsible because of the shot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard not to go down that quote unquote rabbit hole. But I think for me, it's like, first of all, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to put into my body, especially when you're not my doctor. That's when I got the whole, like, this isn't right feeling.
Right.
Second of all, not everybody fits with the whole, like, not everybody can have the same thing, And so it's just really pissed me off. And so that's kind of like really what steered me down the rabbit hole of like, okay, I need to figure out for my kids, because my kids, my grandkids, I don't want them to have to go through somebody forcing or quote unquote mandating or sending information to people like medical. Okay. You're not a doctor. Dr. Fauci, you're not my doctor. Okay.
Well, right.
Don't tell me. And I already have a problem with authority. So don't tell me that I'm going to put anything into my body that I choose, that you are choosing to put into my body. I will choose that.
Right.
So
and it's not like everyone needed it to begin with, because like myself, I'm a fairly fit guy. I have a little pressure on my heart for sure, because, I'm not a small guy. I'm 225, 230, when I'm bulking up, and when I'm not, I'm 215. But that's, I'm 6'4". I'm a big guy.
Right.
But my
That's
heart
not
is
terribly a bad weight.
well, not considering
all.
not considering that a lot of it's, I mean, I lift for for bulk. It's certainly not fat. My body fat floats anywhere between 12 to 15% depending where I'm at. And I go out and run flat 3 miles, no problem. And my resting heart rate's 68 to 70, and when I run, it's 130, and it doesn't get above. I know my body very well, but like I didn't feel like I needed it. And I'm like, well, you're going to mandate that. It's like, well, why? I mean, I'm also not going to go out when I'm 30 and get, proctological exams either, because my risk of prostate at 30 years old isn't important. You telling me I can't decide when I need to do these things? It doesn't make any sense.
And the more they kept putting stipulations on it, you're going to lose your job. You can't go here. You have to have proof. I was like, that's pushing me even further. My gut was like, this is not right. This is a new thing. I want to know what the statistics say. Oh, wait, there weren't really any statistics.
Right.
Huh.
Imagine that. The stuff coming out isn't very, very, doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy that I didn't get it, actually.
Exactly.
But you get my point, right? That like everyone blaming every death. Now it's just like, oh, well, that football player gets hit, and people are such idiots. They're just like, oh, it's because you got the shot, you vaccine. No, dude, he got hit in the chest by a freaking bullet helmet. Listen, I saw Chris Pronger, who was a 6'6", 6'5", 220 some odd pound, amazing human being player for St. Louis. What's wrong? Oh, okay. Good night. I love you, baby girl. Good night.
Good night, Hayden.
Good night, Hayden. Kristen says, you don't know. This is Kristen. She's wearing my new hoodie. Kristen called in. She's wearing the salty hoodie.
I'm not on the Facebook. I know, finally. I was going to call in. I just didn't want to get stuck in certain situations where I couldn't get myself out of. I'm still like a C- in politics. I know you wouldn't put me in that position.
You're doing fine. You're talking great. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. So, anyway, I'll finish this quickly. And let me make sure I knew where I was. Where was I? Shit. I never.
Yeah. Don't ask me because I'm with you. I don't even remember either.
Hold on. Oh, and everyone's
you were
just
talking about
Sean
that big
Pronger.
Guy,
Sean Pronger.
Yeah.
Or Chris Pronger. Sean or Chris. It doesn't matter. There were two Prongers. They were brothers. It doesn't matter. St. Louis Blues. This guy was incredible. He played with Al McInnes for the St. Louis Blues. He was on the blue line. He was amazing. He took a puck to the heart, and he died on the ice for like 9 seconds. And it hit him square in the chest. It stopped his heart. He had a massive heart attack. He had an arrhythmia, went on the ground, and got back up, and he played the next gosh darn shift. The point is this happens in sports. This isn't the first time. And it's just when people constantly do that, and I'm seeing that on the Daily Wire, I'm seeing it with Shapiro and Matt Walsh, is they're linking
definitely hyped.
These unexpected deaths. And I'm like, and then you go inside of it and the person committed suicide. And you're like, dude, this is bullshit. I mean, you guys need to stop hyping this stuff up. Yes, there's some issues. Yes, there's concerns. Yes, we need to look into it. But you're scaring the hell out of everybody.
Yeah, but then there's the flip side where it can't ever be discussed. So then you have that's what makes it worse. Yeah. I feel like is because it's not quote unquote allowed to be discussed. So if they would have just said, "Hey, there's a possibility of this happening," then I feel like people would simmer, and you wouldn't have Benny Johnson headlines, flashing in the feed. I love the guy, but
I do too, but he frustrates me too. I mean, the headlines, Donald Trump, Speaker of the House. I'm like, fucking Benny. I'm like, dude, you're there already. Dude, you're there. You make good money.
Cool your jets, Benny. Yeah,
I know what he makes, right? I know what he makes. And I know what I make with my following. He makes damn good money. He makes good money. He wears designer suits. He's got a personal photographer that's like every day they take new fucking photos. I mean, the guy's making good money. He needs to calm down. He doesn't need to push so hard.
You have loyal people that we like the quote unquote, the home grown kind of people that like you. I asked for a salty hoodie. I got a salty hoodie. You engage with their listeners and you are real. And I guess for me, I can handle your bluntness and your people that, I don't know, get panties in their the panties in a bunch about things. I'm just like, dude, he's just joking. Calm down. Like,
I am. I'm just.
I don't know. I like that kind of uncensored stuff, and I just can relate a lot to and agree with a lot of your. When you explain things, it's like, oh, that makes sense, you know? So that's kind of where, like, I was like, this is a perfect fit for what I want to hear. Like, there's, you know, there's like the politics that are like they speak certain words verbatim, and then there's ones that are more, you know, I don't know. There's a little bit more unique. And I don't know. I just feel like I just resonate a lot more with the way that you do your show versus Benny
appreciate
Johnson
that. I appreciate that.
Big dogs.
It's, you know, what's interesting is like, I've had a chance I've been backing up. My nose is killing. It's damn allergies, man. So I'm just sitting here scratching my freaking schnoggin. But one of the things I was going back is I was uploading a bunch of my old videos because I'm putting them up on the server because I don't want to lose them again. I don't want to be deplatformed and then lose everything. Like I lost almost everything with YouTube, and luckily I just pieced it together from different sites. But I was watching some of my stuff. I'm fairly inconsistent on my live shows, but on my recorded shows, I'm always the same. I give you the facts. I tell you what I think. I put a little flair into it, a little bit of humor or whatever. But with the live show, it's different most times. And I don't know how to make it much more unique unless I have more people on, but it just really depends upon what we're going to talk about is what you're going to get. So it's kind of surprising. It's never the same, so to speak, but it is at the same time.
That's a good thing though.
Okay.
You can come on one day and talk about your life experience, and the next day you're talking about Joe Biden. The next day you're talking about canned goods and eggs costing all this. I mean, it's, you know, and then like just explaining like parts of the Constitution and like, you know, Leroy says a lot of things that I resonate with as well.
Who?
But I'm Leroy.
Oh, Leroy. Oh, I didn't hear Leroy. No, I just didn't hear you say Leroy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Amy brings a woman's quote unquote touch to everything. And I like when she gets quote unquote salty. I think it's great.
She's so good when she's, she's so,
you guys all just work well together.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing is like Antoinette's probably going to start matriculating into the show. And I think people need to understand is what I want guests who come on consistently. Like I want to have 50 people who come on we've got like 10 or 15 people who consistently come on, but that's what I want. Like, I want people to say, you know what, Matt, I want to be on the show. I want to be on full time. How do I get on?
I look
2
forward
days a
to
week?
your show all the time. All the time.
Well, that's good. Well, that makes me feel happy.
Like I love interacting with everybody. I think that you have a strong, whether it's a small following. I mean, you have a huge following. You would have a bigger following.
That's the problem.
But
the numbers that show, like, I don't even count anymore. We're ready to hit 135,000.
I don't understand it either.
Dude, it's bullshit. It's such lies because like my live show 2 nights ago, that had 35,000 views after it was live. This is such
That's
bullshit.
what I don't understand.
I know, it's bullshit.
Can
I show you I'll show you guys my numbers. It's insane. I'm like, this is such lie. It's like, it's a lie. How did you get banned, by the way?
It's Captain Obvious. Like, it's seriously like, it's like, everything is so obvious to so many of us. And it's just, that's another thing that you're just like, you just want to like bitch slap somebody and be like, dude, how do you not see this? Like, this is crazy. This is not the America that we had. No.
Well, how did you get banned from Facebook? What happened? Did you get banned or something? Somebody said you did?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I got lucky. I have not. That would be Mr. Tuna Monkey. But he's the one
somebody was like, you need to get back on Facebook or something, they said. And I was like, what? I didn't know you were off. I thought, never mind. I'm just being
I'm on my phone, so I was watching from my phone, so I'm not like on.
I see.
I can't see like anything.
Okay, so real quick, post reach. And this is in the last, I don't know, I think 12 days. 791,668 people I've reached. My network over a month is over 31 million. Post engagement, 280,000 people have
Yet
engaged.
you have 59 people on consistently.
Oh no, we have more than 59. We have like 125
Well,
to
okay, you have like
150.
100 and something, but still,
I
that
know.
does not compare.
Well, hold on to this. 5,523 page likes, 6,000
Then there's
followers.
that.
Right. Well, hold on. 72,000 reactions, 22,000 comments, 12,000 shares, 4,000 photo views, 4,200 link clicks. I've only had 43 people hide all my posts, and I've had 0 unfollows. 0. Not.
You could see people that hide your posts.
Oh, I can see everything.
That's funny.
I can see everything. No, but 0 unfollows. With 134,000 people, not one person unfollowed me. Not one.
I'm gonna do it to be the first, and then I'll.
Don't you dare! I will kick your ass. I will take.
I'm gonna
that
ruin your. I'm gonna ruin your 100%.
No, but right here, you're looking at like live right now. We have over 1,000 comments, 42 shares, 119 likes. It's already sitting at 10,000 views, but I've only got 135 on.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Yeah, crazy.
It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. This video,
bullshit.
180 shares, 197 comments, 757 likes. And if I go into it and break it down, this video has probably been seen by 14,000, 15,000 people, and it came out last night. It's crap. It's crap.
It's not right. It's just not right. It's
bastards.
You know. Yeah, it's frustrating.
It is, but
and people
you know what?
should give everything an opportunity, and your show being included. I mean, you give people a fair shot at.
Oh, I try.
Debating, and I mean that's a big problem too. People don't want to debate; they just want to, hit the FU button once they don't agree, and then it's over. Instead of having a conversation, it's.
Yeah, and
I like to educate myself, so I prefer if someone disagrees because then I can be like, oh. Okay,
well, people only
I'll
see
bring that
Facebook. They don't understand that I have YouTube, Twitter, Rumble. Like all those people are watching too. So I get to see the total up on the screen. And we usually have 125 to 150 consistently. But during the primaries, we got up to 300, 400 people. So it just depends. And when we had that Black Swan event, I don't know what happened when we wound up having like 600-700 people. It'll come. It's just, I'm also being throttled because I have a strike and I know that, and I don't care, honestly, as long as there's people.
Get rid of the dang dong strike. It's stupid.
It's what can you do? Stupid. It is what it is.
How do you get rid of that thing anyways?
Time and good behavior. They'll let me off for good behavior.
What are we in freaking elementary school? You had to line up in a straight line, and if you get out of line, you get a strike, and then you have to go all the way to the end. And come on.
No, what happened is that Leroy put up a post of a naval officer who had given up government secrets, and I said, "Oh, well, he torpedoed his career." And what that means is you sunk your own career, and it's a military saying, especially in the Navy. And they said I was bullying and a death threat. I threatened to kill someone with a torpedo.
Misconstrued information, like somebody, like a perception.
It's out of context. You think they would have fact checked themselves?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Everything's fact checked by one way, one view, one.
Yeah, I don't let it bother me. I look at Twitter, and I go, you know what? I'm proud. Twitter is sitting at like 1,300, and last month it was sitting at 72. So it's growing. When I'm not throttled, it grows fast. I mean, I'm on pace right now to be at 50,000 Twitter followers by the end of the year, which is freaking incredible. I mean, and that's all organic.
At least there's Twitter.
Well, yeah. I mean, it comes down to this. There's just no way. There's so much content out there that you've got to do something. Like my number one episode I ever did was when I talked about being raped as a boy. And that video is still like, that thing's had like 175,000 people watch it. And that consistently brings in followers because that was a tough video to do. I mean, that was not fun for me. I did not like that video. That was hard. So, you know, but whatever.
People
all
like
have
vulnerability, though. You know, I mean, you have many sides to your.
To my crazy.
You're not just, you know, you're yourself, and we all like to see those sides. At least the people that are wanting the real stuff. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody, you know. You're intelligent and smart, but you might have quote unquote skeletons in your closet, just like everyone else, and that just makes you a real
telling me
person,
more about
know?
me, please. Just keep.
Whatever.
So let me ask, Krista. Let me ask a question.
Salty.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Washington. I'm from Seattle. I'm from Tacoma area.
No wonder
so it's
you were
like
a liberal.
30, 45 minutes south. Yeah, I'm stuck in the shithole, liberal, freaking dill hole. Inslee. Oh, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole either with him. He's pissing me off.
Yeah,
And the stupid salmon thing you were talking about.
I can't stand. I was going to retire to Oregon. Can you believe that shit? I was going to retire because I
well,
will.
It was once okay. Not
it's
now.
A shithole. It's a shithole. It's a shithole. It's California, dude.
I know, and I'd rather live here than California any day, of course. I think most people would not. I mean,
I fled. I ran.
No. And it's I work in oncology, and even my oncology patients are like, "When the hell are we taking these masks off?" You know, I just came from the store and I got to put a mask on, and I'm like, I don't even wear my mask half the time. I just pull it off. It's just so. I mean, we're all getting sick of it here in the liberal state.
Well,
hopefully
you guys got to do
pay
something about
attention
it. You guys got to do something about it. Washington, Seattle is just just a, you know. And why the fuck do you Mariners think you're going to compete with the Astros? What do you Mariners fans really think you're going to compete with the Astros this year?
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't kill me for saying this, but I haven't really watched Mariners for quite some time, and I grew up playing like sports and going to fan fests, and I just really, I don't know. I'm not. Baseball's
not a
boring
sports
to me.
person?
I got more into football. No, I'm very much into sports. COVID killed it for me. A lot of like not getting the live like football stuff. Definitely more of like football.
Well, thanks for Russell fucking Wilson. I'll tell you that much. Thanks a lot, you shithead. I can't believe the Broncos literally gave like 7 mules and freaking all the beanstalks. I can't believe Russell Wilson. What a shithead. He's horrible.
Yeah.
All right.
I like him, but you know.
Oh, I like him too. He's just a horrible player.
That was a hard freaking pill for us as well. We knew it was coming, but
it's not that hard.
Whatever.
You guys got everything in the kitchen sink. It was one of the most lopsided trades in NFL history. I mean, that we should have got a bag of footballs. That would have. Here's a bag of deflated
ones.
Yeah, here's here's Tom Brady's deflated balls. That's a good place to go out. Kristen, will you come on again and actually come on video? Come say hi to us sometime, please.
Yes, I was gonna come on video, but I'm personally passing kidney stones. So I'm not feeling the greatest.
Christ.
So you're lucky you got a damn picture. But
oh my God! Ow!
I have had them since I was 6. So and I'm 40.
You've been through this before.
So I'm about to have surgery next month. So hopefully, got a giant stone just hanging out, you know. But my pain's good right now. So
have you had kids?
Okay, I'll take a picture.
Have you had kids?
Yep, I'd rather have kids.
Okay, well, you've had kids.
C-section.
Right. That's what I was going to say. It doesn't matter. I was going to say, I mean, come on. Yeah, once you've had children,
they're worse.
I don't care. It just can't be that bad, right?
What?
No.
Okay.
You told me. I was going to say it can't be that bad compared to childbirth. But what I've heard is that if you're a man and want to know what childbirth is like, pass the kidney stone.
Yep, that's exactly it. And I'd rather have another baby than have, like, when they're moving, doing things. Because you don't get a break with contractions. You get a break. That kidney stone, when it's moving, it doesn't give you a break. You don't get, unless you get some heavy narcotics or you go straight to surgery. It's bad.
My dad had one.
Luckily,
and I've never seen my dad cry, but he was in tears.
Yeah. And you can't sit, you can't do anything, you can't sleep. It's horrible.
Well, and I don't take narcotics anymore.
So
God almighty, I'm sorry. I don't take narcotics. I don't even take it. A tooth extraction. I'm like, nope.
It's hard too because I pace myself on them because I have addiction on both sides of my family, and luckily I'm big on mind over matter, so I can, But when I had my daughter, they had me on narcotics for like 8 weeks. I could feel the addiction starting, and I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, you started 11 days. If you're taking anything over, 2.5 to 5 milligrams of any hydrocodone, Vicodin, narco, 11 days. I was hooked. 15 years I was on that shit, and
you naturally do. Your body naturally gets.
Yeah, it's horrible stuff, dude. I mean, I've got a show on that. You should go look at that show. Go look up that one. And then my wife will get the show. People ask about it all the time, and I just forgot what it was.
Well, kudos to you for sharing your stories, all sides of your many, Matt sides.
Yeah, I don't do it for me. I really don't.
I know we like it. We like the interaction, and we like, the realness and the rawness, and keep doing what you're doing.
Just do me a favor. Don't get pissed, right? Like if I come at you one night, don't get mad at me.
Dude, I don't have my panties in a bunch. Like I get that you're just like, seriously, it's like, I'm not even, I have followed you long enough to understand when you're really pissed and when you're just passionately pissed, or when you're just trying to prove a point and you come across that, because I come across that way sometimes too, when I'm just trying to prove a point, and they're like, why are you so mad? I'm like, dude, you haven't even seen me mad.
It just comes down to, I'm never trying to hurt somebody's feelings, and I just don't care, right? I don't, if we argue, who cares? It makes us better friends. It makes us better. Just call in and have a good time. That's it. Have a good time.
Be like, Matt, you hurt my feelings.
People leave and they quit. And I'm just like, dude, come on, Karen, just stop. But you've been around. You've been around for quite a while. You've been around since we had that exodus where few people
a long while.
Yeah, they all riled up and they're like, I'll try to let's evict and let's all leave. I'm like, oh God, just forget it.
It doesn't matter. Like you said, you don't care. Like really, I mean, if they're going to do that, then they're not good for your show anyways. That's not the kind of people you want following you anyway. They can all go.
There's only so many Amy's and Glenn's and yourself and Melanie and God and even Carrie, who I
love Mel. You said Melanie? Well, I love Melanie too, but I really like Mel.
Yeah, she's amazing. Mel is probably one of my I don't know. She's kind of like the mom. She's like the matriarch, man.
Absolutely.
That's the way I look at her. So
yeah.
Chav says I destroyed his feelings. Oh, go ahead.
What did he say?
Chav said I destroyed. He said Matt destroyed. Yeah, Chav. He said Matt destroyed my feelings once. He said he liked me. I don't think I ever said that. I certainly didn't.
I think that's sentimental for him.
Yeah, I don't think I meant it. I could care less if Matt has gotten mad at me. We all have different points of view. It's all good. Actually, you couldn't care less, because if you could care less, it actually denounces that you actually could care a little less. So it's couldn't care less, which means you care none at all. So just thought I'd help you there. Kristen, you're awesome.
Yeah.
We promised to come back because I have a feeling there's gonna be a topic.
I promised to come back on. Had to get the first call out of the way,
Yeah, call on and come on with Amy. She would love to talk to you because you and Amy would get along like two peas in the pod.
Oh yeah, I do want to call when she's there. Absolutely love her, and I know I can tell she's going through something, and she's always in my prayers and thoughts. And I really absolutely hope that
we love her.
She's a good human. I hope that she knows we all care about her. And
yeah, she's incredible. She's so incredible. Like she's probably one of my favorite human beings on the planet. I like Amy. I love her. I just love her to death.
Get mad. I like it when she gets mad.
Oh yeah, she's fireball, man. And
she gets salty. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. She is salty. And Leroy's funny because we agree on most.
Leroy's like balance, but he's a balance. I feel like he's a good balance.
Leroy's like, okay, the one thing about Leroy, this is what, now Leroy is older than me, I think. Yeah, he is. Okay. But Leroy, and I call him out on it, he'll say something without thinking it through. And I blast him for it. Like when he does that, I hit him hard. And the reason I do that because he's out of character. He'll just be like, I don't know. I sometimes think that the Democrats are really trying to, like, you shut the
True. And then
I
he's
gotta
like,
hit him
oh,
up on that.
let me walk that one. Let's take a what's her name? Peppermint Patty, and we'll walk back that or whoever it is that, what is it called?
I don't know.
Walk it back.
Jin Sucky. I'm gonna walk that back.
No.
Yeah, Jin Sucky. When she's like, I'm gonna walk that back. I'm gonna walk it back.
No, the freaking chick, the redhead chick, Saki.
Yeah, Jen Psaki.
She's a. Okay, maybe I didn't hear what you said then.
No, yeah, Jen Psaki. It's Jen, JenPsaki. I don't even know her real name. I just called her Jen Psaki.
Correct.
Right, Jen Psaki. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear.
That's
what you
Peppermint
said
Patty. She's like, I'm gonna circle back. I'm gonna circle back on that.
Circle back. Thank you.
Oh, did I say walk back? Yeah, I said walk back. Circle back.
And I said walk back. Yeah.
Oh, well, then you were wrong and I'm right. See how that works? It just always comes back to me.
And
all right,
you know
kid.
what? I'll admit when I'm wrong too. So yes, we all are wrong sometimes, and that's okay, Matt. Okay,
I don't know about that.
Wrong.
I don't know about that. I don't
Okay,
know if
you are very rarely wrong. You do a great job of debating and proving your point. I will give you
I don't debate. That's the thing. I don't debate. I simply just say, please tell me why I'm wrong.
Why?
And then
call
I just
in and tell me.
Yeah.
Please call in.
Just tell me what facts aren't real that I said. And people never do. They never address the facts. It's like, okay, I'll do this tomorrow night on Friday night show, but it's going to be about Ashley Babbitt. Is like there's this video that was sent in by one of our listeners, and we had a good conversation. He's like, well, this is we have a difference of opinion. And Ashley Babbitt, this guy comes on there and he goes on the Timcast and he goes, Ashley Babbitt was doing security operations and she was trying to get through the hole so she could stop the crowd from pushing through. So she was entering to hold them back and run security. I'm like, you're fucking full of shit, dude. And I said, first of all, you're an idiot. Second of all, you were 15 feet behind her. And he's like, yeah, the officer never called out and warned her. I said, how would you know? He was behind glass and doors and you were in the middle of a riot. And you're telling me you heard what happened from behind those doors 15 feet away? I said, dude, that's a lie. So if he lied one time, immediately everything else he says is suspect, that you cannot trust. And that's all you have to do in an argument is prove somebody wrong on one thing. And then you got to stop. Okay, so why are you lying to me? And then you just watch them literally melt the fuck down.
Yeah, they just go down and they're sinking and there's no way. And the thing about you is, one, people that don't know you, like whether it's personal or following your shows, you're not going to go to bat if you don't have all your paperwork behind it. You don't have all your stuff. Like, you're going to go and you're going to bring it 100%. 120.
Yeah, but they also underestimate me too. They like a lot of the Nazi guys that from all the guys that came in. Yeah, what's his face? I don't even know. That's how unimportant he is to me. The fuck was his name? Anyway, that guy. When they came on, they were like, "Oh, this guy's a knuckle dragger. He's just some Texas freaking yokel." And I just love people who underestimate me, because then I'm just like, "Oh God, dude, this is going to be fantastic." Because I don't come across. I've worn the suits. I've went to corporate America. I don't play that game anymore.
Right.
And I like it when people underestimate me.
That.
What'd you say?
I said, you should be a lawyer. And I said, I was told that I was a good arguer back in the day. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't really want to be a lawyer, but you would make a great lawyer.
Yeah. I've always wanted to be, I wanted to be a politician for most of my life. I love politics, but I can't stomach it. The ones that somebody
pissed off and
yeah,
you're like,
that's
no,
right.
this is not right.
That's right. Once, like, okay, for instance, once, Dan Crenshaw would have said terrorists, and I would have gotten his face. I don't care. He's a fucking SEAL. I'm like,
I feel like that.
You won't be the first SEAL I fought and lost to. So fuck. I really don't care.
Last, right?
Right. As long as you're not a Force Recon Marine or it's just, it comes down to if somebody like betrayed me and said, "Hey, I'm going to vote for you," or they backstab me, I just think you should be able to walk up and punch them.
Agree. I see, and I'm big. That's where I agree wholeheartedly with you. Is that you trust until that trust is broken. So when people tell you things, this is my opinion, I should say, that you trust hard with somebody and you're loyal. Right. And like when the moment that person does something and just stabs you, it's like, I'm punching them in the face, or I'm really mad and I'm going to say not so nice things to you. And you wouldn't be able to do that in that circumstance, so yeah. I'm the same way. I'm very much like, don't do me dirty or all 5 foot of me will come after you. Like,
well, that's the thing. It's some of the smallest, like some of the most hard hitting guys I've ever met were the guys that were all 5'2", 5'4", or gay, because they had to prove it, right? I mean, some of the hardest hitting team guys I ever met were 5'6", 5'8". Real quick, the last thing is the $10,000 challenge. I had someone ask me. Chav just brought it up. Someone said, Matt, when you do the $10,000 challenge, would you actually give them $10,000 if you were wrong? And the answer is with no equivocation, yes.
Yeah, you back your word up. If you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it.
I would absolutely give them $10,000. And just like anyone who's asked for help in the show, I've at least follow through with what I'm going to say I'm going to do. It may not be on the timeline that you want me to, or it may not be the way you want me to, but it's going to be done. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for telling me all the nice things about me and not laying into me.
No, but I mean it. And if I didn't like something about you, I'd be like, dude, you need to quit that, in my opinion. Yeah. But it's your show and it doesn't really it doesn't matter. You don't care, but you do care. But it's on a different spectrum.
I care. What I don't care is the people who will say shit. Yeah, just the nonsense stuff. But if someone knows me well enough and they're like, dude, you're being a kind of a dick, I'm just like, oh shit, I feel bad.
They're just checking you. You kind of need to be checked sometimes. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just put you back in your spot. They're coming from a good place about it. The ones that are poking the bear that you just want to bitch slap. Be like, stop.
Well, I think. Listen, you've given me a shot in the arm, but also given me some things to think about. Kristen, I love having you on. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. You definitely will come on again.
Thanks for the hoodie.
Yeah. Thanks
and
for buying it.
My loyalty stayed with you because you made that hoodie so fast. I was very surprised, but thank you again for doing that. And I wanted to call and thank you personally off this.
Hell yes, you asked.
I'm just a listener,
You're not just a listener. You're important. You have an opinion.
I know, but
no, you don't, or you wouldn't have said it.
And I told you I'd buy one, and I did. I stand behind it, all 5 foot of me. Although it does run, I should have got a bigger. I should have got a medium. I got a men's, I think it's unisex, but I would get one size up.
Well. You can always return it if it's too small and get a new one, and I have no problem paying for that.
I'll shoot you an email if I decide if I return.
Okay, it looks pretty big though. Hold on a second, it looked good on you.
I know, but if it does right now. But if I wash it, I guess I don't have to dry it.
Well, first of all, it's pre-washed, I believe, is what I read on that thing. But here's what I would do is just the first time you do it in the sink and do it with hand soap in cold water.
Yeah.
You do it in cold water, and that goes ahead and expands the fibers, expands the thread, allows it to be natural. And then you just air dry it. It's not going to be super soft. Then wear it. Then the next time you do it, just wash it on cold and hang it up. Don't air dry it, or don't dry it in the dryer.
Good idea. Yeah. I like washing. I don't like stuff to shrink, so I'll wash a lot of my stuff on cold. So that's a good idea. I'll go and wash it.
And the next time you go ahead and you make like a French souffle, you got to go ahead and you can use some eggs and you go ahead and
now that you're not working, you become Susie Homemaker.
Oh, dude, I'm a total bitch. I am a total bitch.
That's why your wife loves you, right?
She totally, man. She and every time she wants, I don't cook often. But when I do, man, the freaking C parts, the kids are just like, thank God daddy's cooking.
Oh my God, that'd be my kids. I am please, if you want me to cook, you better it's going to be out of a box, air fryer. I'm horrible. I tell my wife, I can bake, but I hate cooking.
I tell my wife the reason why she's, and then I'm going to leave. People are like, come on, man, we want to go to sleep. I'm like, whatever. I'm fucking having a good conversation.
Okay, sorry.
But my wife, if you don't know James Bond, she's going to come by when I say this. Olivia. It's like when when I ask her, why do you stay with me? Here, you're going to come down so people can see you. So why do you stay with me? I'm like, that's because she knows what I can do with my little finger. Little James Bond. See, she's laughing. She's
well,
okay?
That's helpful. That department is very helpful.
Right. Well, because
but you're a good guy.
the lady,
you got a great family.
Yes, I do. The lady says to James Bond, she's like, James, if all that was left of you was your little finger, you would be more of a man than any man I've ever known. And James is like, that's because you know what I can do with my little finger. And I'm just like, oh, James.
That's a damn good compliment right there.
That's a line. Sorry, honey. Just wanted to use you for a prop. All right, everybody. I'm going to go.
Matt, thanks, chatting.
Yes, ma'am. Great to talk to you, Kristen. Thanks so much. You better call back. Bye.
Take care.
Dude, she's awesome. So fun to talk to. You got to come out. She's awesome. Hey, everybody. Olivia's here. Hi, Olivia. LMFO, Matt. My husband used to love my cooking. Eggs are too expensive for souffle.
Oh,
what?
Eggs.
Dude, eggs, how much are they?
Like $7.99 for 18.
$7.99 for eggs?
I'm paying like $3.99 for a dozen.
You gotta yell. You're cutting out.
Just telling you.
You're paying eggs maybe we should get some fucking chickens. Do you want to go buy some? Let's do it.
No.
What? You can take care of them. What do you do? Whatever. What do you do? What do you do? You've got time. You're just a housewife. I mean, geez, it's not like you're not busy like all day long. I can't admit we couldn't do chicken. How do you do chickens in Virginia when it's down to like 10 degrees outside? We put them in a coop. I'm not building a coop. I'm not picking up all that chicken shit. No way. All right, Matt, please, if you can get long sleeves for t-shirts, I can get long sleeves. I can get them tomorrow. What do you want? What shirt do you want? Yeah, if you guys have any requests for clothing, I can do long sleeves now. I just got to put them up on the shop. I go through Printful with everything. So if you want a certain something, let me know. I'll get you long sleeve shirts. Sure. All right, listen, everybody, I got to go. I'm going to go watch the rest of the Avs. Oh shit. What's the score? Hold on. God, they better have won. I'm telling you. Son of a bitch. They're going to lose this game. Come on, Avs. Nathan McKinnon, 2 assists. Rodriguez scored. McCarr scored. God dang it. All right, I got to go watch my game. 1-800-273-8255. Press 1. 22 veterans commit suicide a day is way too many. Traumatic brain injuries, anxiety, depression, PTSD, all very real. Veterans need your help. They need swim buddies. They need battle buddies while they're in. Right now, they need anybody, and anybody is you. Pick up the phone. If you recognize something from a veteran friend of yours, if they're feeling down and in the dumps or not really talking to you, please reach out, make this call. If you can't make the call, you can call me. I'll call with them. I've referred and talked to hundreds of vets through this number. You can hit 988 on your phone and be connected directly, just like 911. Don't hit that. Hit 988. It's not an emergency. Last but not least, if you're not a veteran, they will not turn you away. It's free of charge. You'll never be reported to your duty station. Folks, I had a great time tonight. This was probably one of the funnest shows I've had. It was just relaxed and good and funny. I hope you share it. I will probably make a show out of the DeSantis piece tomorrow, or I'll just re-record it and have a good night. Matt, please be careful when talking about other women in front of your wife. Her reaction did not seem... Oh, Tracy, you don't have no idea about my wife. Olivia! You need to... Tracy. Okay, hold on a second. Me. We're not going yet. We gotta settle this. Hold on. Tracy, it's not my first time I've been around a pretty girl on live. Pull up his chair real quick. Tracy, just because you've had your problems and doesn't mean my wife does. So please don't project your shit onto my family. No, I'm not mad at you, Tracy, but don't project your stuff onto me. Okay. Let me just put it this way, that you, because I was talking to Kristen online, I have to be careful what I say, because you didn't react well and your face didn't seem to be happy about that I was talking to Kristen online, and I should be careful what I say. Do you want to reply? Okay.
Wow.
So let me explain something. I just want to be really transparent. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, and I want to get this out because it's important, and this is a part of the show. Kristen basically could have stripped naked, and I don't give a fuck. My wife is one of the hottest women I've ever met in my life. She still looks 18. She looks exactly like she did when I met her, when I gave her her first roofie and duct tape when she was 18. We have an awesome sex life, and like you have no idea. We are ultimately in mad, passionate love. We've been together for 24 years. 24 on Monday? 24 years. So please, no other woman gets my attention. I get hit on. How often do I get hit on Facebook?
A lot. And the funny thing is anytime they make comments or send pictures, he sends them right to me and we make fun of it together.
So please understand, you may have been there, but my wife doesn't feel that way. And she doesn't feel that way because I don't do anything to make her feel that way. If I say Kristen's pretty or I say Kristen's fun to talk to, that means because she's pretty and she's fun to talk to, not because I want to have sex with her. But Kristen, we are willing to learn. If you're available, you can email me at owner@don'tunfriendme.com, and we're willing to toss you in the middle just to see how it feels. High five. High five. If you're...
Evelyn looks just like me.
Hayden looks just like Olivia, both so gorgeous. Aw, exactly. Been married 27 years. Tracy, just looking out for those who could be hurt by it. Smarty pants. Yes, Tracy, but Olivia's not hurt by it. Smarty pants. So I'm just telling you. So, because I know my wife.
I appreciate it, but
she appreciates it. She's not Miss Olivia is sizzling. Don't forget your anniversary like you forgot her birthday.
It's not our
Damn, Amy.
It's not our wedding.
You had to really out me like that. Damn, did the Avs lose? Fuck, to Chicago?
Yeah.
That's the 4th time this year we've lost to Chicago. My, as it should be. Good night, all. Matt, Colleen Stewart is trying to ask a question. Oh, all right, I'll look at it. Hold on. This is so awesome to hear, Matt. Olivia is a lucky woman. Yes, she is. Yeah, I was perfectly comfortable with it, and I have a husband that was listening. LOL. That's beautiful, Sandy says. Oh shit, your husband's listening. He probably laughed. Same with me. My hubby always compliments others. I think it's healthy. I bet Matt doesn't show Olivia my messages. Tuner, I'll show her your messages. Okay, you said, okay, as you said, blowing smoke. Whoop, called you out. No, I just called you out a little bit. Oh my gosh, good Lord, for myself and Olivia, we're fine with it. Just leave it. I want to be called Smarty Pants. You are so lucky, man, Matt. Congrats, Tuner Monkey. Yeah, dude, we like, my wife and I joke around. We have fun. We don't.
The fact that,
She just said if Ryan Reynolds knocked on our door, she would leave me. I would leave you for Ryan Reynolds. I would totally do him. He's freaking hot as hell. That guy's a sexy mofo. I'd be like, Ryan, I'm not gay, but I'm willing to learn. With a little bit of Barry Manilow and some baby oil and a back rub, you never know. I mean, Ryan Reynolds and I, maybe. Dude, he's a good looking dude. Sorry, how can you not say that? He's like a specimen. Look at that guy. Jeez. All right. We're joking, folks. Face it, brother. Us Leafs fans used to do dropping the games, the shutout. Well, the Avs, dude, come on. Listen, I'm not making excuses for my boys. I have no problem with taking some heat for the Avs. We got the Stanley Cup. I'll just sit here and deflect all the shit you're saying. But really, they have an all-star team sitting on the fucking bench. I mean, not even on the bench. They're in the stands. I mean, you got Gabe Landeskog. You got Nichushkin. You had...
Frankie's back. He played tonight.
Frankie played. Well, you had Francois out, who's our staple and backup. You have Bo Byram and Manson out, and their top 2 pair on any defensive team. You've and then before that, you had like 9 guys out. I mean, they haven't even gelled as a team since literally training camp was the last time they've all been healthy. And even then they weren't healthy. Gabe Landeskog and Nichushkin weren't in training camp. And either was Makar. Holy shit, folks. So let's be nice to the Avs. All right. I can't hear you. Oh, Colleen was trying to ask me a question. Hold on. I don't see Colleen in the chat. Hold on. Colleen's not even in chat, y'all. I can't see Colleen. Did she block me or something? I've been married for 55 years. My hubby at almost 11 years old, milking the cows. Go Leafs, go. Ugh. I don't see Colleen's anywhere. I don't see Colleen anywhere. Austin Matthews is, dude. Okay. All right. You brought it up. Austin Matthews could not play in the United States. Well, he could play. He wouldn't even get 75% of what he's produced. He plays against weak ass Canada teams who have no goalie, who play an open run and gun style. Teams like Calgary and Montreal and Vancouver and Winnipeg and Toronto. You guys are all Ottawa. There's no defense to be found. You guys are literally goaltender sieves. You play no defense, and it's an offensive scoring slaughterhouse. This is why Connor McDavid got shut the fuck down by the Colorado Avalanche. And a little 23-year-old kid made him look like a putz as we swept the shit out of him. It's owner@donutfriendly.com. Tell Colleen it's owner@donutfriendly.com. So yeah, I know Austin Matthews is a Leaf, and I don't care. When you play against Canadian teams in your league, and that's who you play against, you're going to have, and it's been this way, 2 elite Canadian teams playing against subpar, not top 16 seed Canadian teams. And that's what you have in Ottawa. That's what you have in Vancouver. Calgary sucking hind tit this year. Montreal blows. Winnipeg is meh. So you play a lot of Canadian teams, and that's why Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid and Draisaitl are so fucking incredible. You put Draisaitl on the New York Rangers, yeah, Draisaitl ain't going to do shit.
Yeah, there's a reason the Leafs haven't made it.
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason why you guys can't get past the first fucking round. There's a reason why the Avs swept Edmonton and made them literally look like basement dwellers. You guys wanted to play run and gun the first game. We're like, okay, you guys want to score 20 goals? We can do that shit. Oh, the next game, 2-1. You want to get shut out? We can play that game too. The Avs dominated Edmonton. The Leafs have been embarrassed for 3 years running. Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid are, I don't call McDavid, I call him McRegular season.
Oh, and here, Johnny Hockey isn't Johnny Hockey anymore.
Yeah, Johnny Hockey
to the US.
Johnny Hockey isn't Johnny, and Johnny Hockey is doing fairly well, but still, when you play for Calgary, play some mediocre teams. All right, there you go. Matthew Spear, Colleen Stewart is here. I can't see her post. I see nothing from Colleen. Did she block me? Because I don't see her in here. Hey, happy 34th anniversary of my 25th birthday, Terry. Happy birthday and happy anniversary. Okay, are we done with hockey? Chicago Blackhawks rock. Chicago Blackhawks do not rock. If you mean rock by like rock bottom, they're having a decent year because St. Louis is down, Minnesota is not playing strong, and the Colorado Avalanche have not handed them their typical 4 losses that they would have against the Avs because the Avs aren't dominant. Dude, you go ahead and you talk to me in February. If at the end of February, if the Colorado Avalanche are not number 1 in the West, I will be shocked. And so will everyone else, as long as they're healthy. If Landeskog comes back, Nichushkin comes back, you get Manson, dude, everyone knows Colorado's the best team in the NHL. They are the best team in the NHL. They are just riddled with injuries.
They can't score more than 2 goals.
How do I send my doctor stuff? By email. You got to take pictures or scan the doctor stuff and then send it to me by email. I'm getting married April 20th this year, 7 years. Outstanding. Cite the source, Amy says. Who are we talking about? Hold on. Alabama official indicted on voter fraud charges, accused of ballot stuffing in Democratic primary. Yeah, it happens a lot. Matt should do a hockey cast. Oh, dude.
They're doing okay.
What does it say?
The Quebec Nordiques are doing okay.
Quebec Nordiques, see? So listen, I was gonna do, like, we used to do a podcast called the Nerd Fat Podcast, was about nerddom, and like knowing about nerd stuff and movies and comics. That's like my third best thing. Hockey, I know more about hockey than anyone I've ever met, and my wife knows more than any man I've ever. Dude, she knows her. Dude, it's incredible. Like, if you want to know any stat, ask my son, because he remembers everything. He'll remember a game from 5 years ago, what the score was, but she knows hockey, dude. Like, this woman knows, and she's not some casual. She has watched over the last 24 years easily 3,000 hockey games, 4,000 hockey games, every playoff. And we watch 82 games a year plus playoffs. What? Been to several games. Almost got to sleep with Milan Hajduk and a couple of the.
No, it's Tanguay.
Alex Tanguay.
It was Tanguay and Eric Messier.
Yeah, and all I said is, like, you can go have sex with them, just get season tickets. That's all I care about. Pretty soon, hockey players are going to be able to call it ice because it's going to be considered offensive. Jason Smith, you're my buddy, and I like you. What the? You're in timeout. You're in timeout. Oh, Olivia laughs all the time. She just gets nervous because, like, why don't you come on the show? Go ahead.
I don't like to be on the show.
Why?
I don't like it. I don't think I look good on camera. I'm a little selfish.
It's fucking annoying. It's annoying. You hear that crap? That's the type of shit I have to deal with all.
I'm having a hard time almost being 43.
Okay. I'm going to go have frozen yogurt and go, dude, fucking abs, man. 5 out of 6 they've lost. What is gonna, dude, I knew it when they were like 15 games above 500. I was like, dude, this can't last. There's no way. They're going to get so tired. They're exhausted. They are freaking, did Frankie play tonight? He let in 3? Son of a bitch. Matt, I wish we had a friendship outside the Facebook. We would get along. So, oh, dude, I get along with everybody. We have a friendship. It's here. I mean, like, Leroy and I have been wanting to hang out for a long time. I have no problem hanging out with listeners. I don't care. Don't unfriend me, store order. Who ordered something? Holy shit.
Elizabeth wants to know who my favorite
team
and player is.
Did you see this order?
Holy cow, who just ordered?
Holy jeez, Louise. Someone just ordered $200 worth of stuff from the store. Oh my God. Well, I don't say your name, so thank you, first of all. That's awesome. And you got some nice stuff. Good for you. Let me know how everything fits. And God, I hope you enjoy it. Good for you. You got some gear, ma'am. You got some gear. Thanks. That's awesome. Every bit helps. All right, folks, listen.
I wanted to know my favorite team and player, but do we really even need to say who my favorite team is?
Wait a second. Who's her favorite team? Did you just ask that question?
Elizabeth asked my favorite team. It's the Avalanche, of course.
She's a Colorado Avalanche fan. So I got her at the ripe age of sub 19, 18. Mm-hmm. And I introduced her to hockey. She didn't know the first thing about hockey. And she walked into my house, and the whole house was decorated with Colorado Avalanche stuff. Everywhere. The toilet paper was Colorado Avalanche. The fucking rugs. I had banners hanging, Stanley Cup banners hanging from my house. I had hockey sticks from players, pucks from players, signed jerseys. It was just an Avs house. And she walks in and she's like, oh my God, you like hockey? Which team do you like? And I was like, she's hot. I'm going to sleep with her. And then I'm going to have a 24-hour relationship, and then we're done. And then I fell in love with her. And we've been hockey fans ever since. I bring your coffee to the vet house. Scott told me to tell you it's delicious. It is good coffee. If you have not had our coffee, it's ridiculously good, guys. Go get the Trader Joe. It's the shit. But anyway, thank you for buying all those clothes. That's really, really nice. I hope you enjoy them. I think you will. Hi on Rumble, Clancy. Got a lot of people on Rumble.
Our 24th anniversary. Post a picture on her show of when we first got together.
Oh yeah. Well, I can find that photo. Oh yeah. Is that when I had frosted tips in my hair? Oh yeah. I'll show that picture to people. Hold on. I'll find it right now.
Yes.
And then we're going to go. Holy shit. I'm going to go. Well, it's not like the abs are. God.
The abs are on.
Son of a. Can't believe my abs lost again. Bullshit. All right. Photos. I'll show you guys a photo. You guys want to see an old school photo here? Oh, boy, boy. I've got it. I may not just be as fast as you, but I'm working. I'm old. You don't complain about my speed.
Just joking.
It's over too quick. Yeah, thanks. I got a rim shot here. One good turn deserves another. Oh, whatever. Okay. Let's see. No, it's under the you and me section. There's our vacation. Oldies of Olivia and I. There it is.
There it is, and there's another one of you in the hospital.
There's Olivia and I. You can see, dude, there's avalanche stickers in the window. There's an avalanche poster over here. There's an Avs puck right there. There's freaking Joe Sakic. There's an Avs freaking hat right there. Dude, no one will ever say I'm not a Colorado Avalanche fan because I've been a fan since I was a Quebec Nordiques fan. I was a Nordiques fan when I was like 9. And Richard Dean Anderson was MacGyver. And I was probably 12 or so. And he played the Olympic team as an alternate. And I went and saw him at Staples Center and got his autograph and started watching the Kings heavily. And when I went there, the game that night was with the Nordiques. So I really enjoyed the Nordiques. I told you she hasn't aged at all. Oh, dude, I'll make you sick. This chick is pathetic. Pathetic. It's going to make you sick. Dude, look at her. She hadn't aged one fucking day, dude. She looks exactly the same. Well, how old were we here? I mean, she was, oh, there's my fat days. Ugh, we can't show that pic. Yeah, dude. I mean, Disney. We were babies. That was our honeymoon. She hasn't aged. At all. At all. So anyway. Oh, fat days. Look at this. We were drunk. Anyway. So I grew up with watching the Nordiques, and whenever Los Angeles played them, which was only once, twice a year, and then I became a Nordiques fan. So in 94, 95, we moved to Denver, and I had season tickets to the inaugural season. So I got to watch games 1 and 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Saw all the Stanley Cup games, Detroit Red Wings game, Chicago Blackhawks game. And then I shipped off to the Navy. Game 4, I was in my first week and a half of boot camp, and Petty Officer Zabrowski was a BB stacker. He was an AO1. He's weapons, bombs, and armaments on planes. Built like a brick shithouse. He made me look small. Petty Officer Zabrowski went into double overtime. Yui Krupp scores, and the Avs win 1-0. Win the Stanley Cup. And I didn't know because I'm in my barracks, and it's like freaking 2 a.m. And he walks in, and he's towered over me. He's in his boxers and his freaking wife beater, and he's got his freaking sailor hat, and he wore it like, if that's his sailor hat, he wore it like this. So he would just peek over it. And the only thing he didn't have was a cigar in his mouth, which he should have. And he's like, Matt. And see, because now I'm talking, because I was over on the East Coast, and Zabrowski, I'm starting to talk my hockey's coming out, park my car in the Harvard Yard, because I hung out with all these guys. So you'll hear my hockey come out when I talk hockey. Anyway. And he looks down at me. He's like, Spear. Yes, petty officer. It's like, at ease. It's like your Colorado Avalanche just beat my Florida Panthers. I thought you would want to know. I'm going to fucking kill you tomorrow. I have never ran, puked, push-ups, sit-ups. I have never done so much PT, at least until that point in my life, because then I did some other things that I did way too much, but that's what happened. So I found out from my petty officer, but the fact that he told me, he liked me. I got honor man in boot camp. He was great. Petty Officer Zabrowski was the shit. But anyway, that's the story, and I am sticking to it. Dude, Olivia has not changed at all. I mean, it's ridiculous. She hasn't changed at all. She's still the same beautiful woman, and I love her to death. So that's it. She's my Dick Clark without the stroke and being dead. But otherwise, what's that? What? Hacky. Yeah, I call it hacky. It's not hockey, it's hacky. It's hacky. I parked the car in Harvard Yard and went to the Boston and get a pickle. If you were a Leafs fan, you would have been saved.
From what?
From what? From not winning? Listen, I understand they're one of the most winningest original six, but who gives a fuck? You guys played each other for fucking 40 fucking years. What do you want?
You sounding like Donovan right now.
Oh yeah, sorry. You can't get me start talking, dude. I will see. This is what I do. When I start you start talking about gangs and stuff, I'll get a little Vato accent. You'll hear my Australian come out when we talk surfing and rugby. I just lived all over the place, so I've got many different. Olivia, you are beautiful. I see the one Hayden resembles. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm getting a little sick of you guys saying that my daughter looks like Olivia.
She looks like me.
She looks like me a lot, but yeah, she looks like. You want to see, we can start showing pictures, dude. You got to see how beautiful my kid. Well, that's not it. Dude, Hayden, she was Shirley Temple. Look at her.
Look at E.
Look at E. E is so funny. What, on your page?
No, I just put it on the picture frames.
Which one? Which picture? Dude, my kids are cute. Hayden looks like Shirley frickin' Temple. That's E. E looks exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have like a Vato accent, but like even when I say Vato, like you'll hear it come out. See, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. No, but Ethan's what?
Your clone.
But so's Hayden. Dude, don't tell me Hayden doesn't look like. Are you kidding me? Yes, she does. I don't know. I think Hayden has the best of mom for sure. And dad fills in some small blanks once in a while. Just some small blanks. I can't, you got to speak up. What?
Our family pictures in 2015.
Yeah, she's done a lot. But dude, once again, Olivia, look at this. She has not aged at all. She is a freaking vampire. It's crazy. She's a vampire. All right. Renee says, just came across this channel. Lady in Purple is pretty. So are the kids. So what is this page all about? Okay. So this is a political show, but we talk to all the viewers usually. I mean, Olivia doesn't come on very much. This is a rare treat. She usually just talks shit in the background. I run the show. It's called Don't Unfriend Me. Created it when we were defriended because who we voted for. We do a lot of politics, a lot of trying to peel back the onion and the layer on what the media talks about and what is being kind of stirred. Definitely Republican, but I've got a fairly balanced opinion, and just try to bring you as much truth as I can. My family is an intimate part of the show because I tend to make things as realistic as I can and genuine as I can. And my family's a huge part of my life. So they're involved in the show a little bit here and there. And we're just kind of all chilling out and talking and laughing and talking about hockey and showing old pictures of the family. Let's see. This is in the Navy. I'm on the left. This is rugby. This is Drew, all the way to the right. Tom Bonafide, a good buddy. David Mackey, a good friend of mine, and myself. Rugby in Japan. I was just a baby. See, yeah, it's just all in the eye of beholder. This was briefing the Secretary of Defense and Secretary of the Navy. There. I'm the little IS right in the back. And that is in the skiff. And there was cameras. I know, no tattoos. See, we got some more military pictures here. A lot of them got destroyed. There. This is in... Oh, let's see. This is in Roppongi, Japan, on a police car. I was drunk, and Tom challenged me to go put my hands on the car, and the two cops in there are looking at me, and this guy's waving at me to go away. And they came out, and we took pictures, and me and 4 other guys started shaking their car and trying to lift it up because we thought we could lift it because it was small. And they laughed. They thought it was funny. Oh, here's my boot camp picture. Look at this. Look at this chump. Look at this kid. Can you believe that shit? Look at that scratch. Dude, I was a beanpole. And then I got those shots in the military. And dude, I yoked out. I have no idea. Dude, I was 21 in that shot. So I was done growing. And I got those shots, and dude, I came out just, I have no idea how. So they gave us some super serum or some crap. Here am I, bleach blonde, right in the middle there. There's my dad who looks like Ricky Nelson. He's a good looking dude. He looks like Kurt Russell. If you've never, my dad, that's my mom all the way in the front. That's my grandpa, Kurt. Then my sister is right behind my head. Then my brother. Yeah, I don't know. This is a girl. Oh gosh, this is where I got the big noses thing. This girl looks like a girl who I dated named Sarah Groenhoff when I was 18, almost identical, but I was like 6 or 7 at a dance of my sister's, and she had a big schnoz. And I thought she was hotter than hell. And so I went and asked her to dance, and she said yes. So started at an early age, honey. And then, yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, but that's a little taste of the family. So there it is. That's the 70s. Which one? With, oh yeah, that was 1970. I was 1974. And I did get the Captain America shots. If you would have seen me when I was like, I'll show you pictures. My cage of my chest was like this. Now, I mean, dude, I'm like, I don't want to get fucking unplugged here, but a side profile, like Olivia will tell you, I am barrel chested. Like I get big chest, and that's all ribs. I have no, what? Yeah, I have no idea where that super serum shot came from, but all right. What?
Olivia's face. No.
What did she do? All right. We're going to go. Sorry, folks. We get talking and we do all that shit. Listen, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been a fun one. So it's always nice to go down memory lane. Olivia, thank you for coming on. I love it when you come on. That's it. Do you want to say anything special? Good night. All right, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. See you tomorrow. We'll have a good show Friday, and I think Amy and Leroy will both be there. Good night.